Is that right? Watch that lap, baby. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Let's box. Let's box. Nice. Beautiful.
B3 Picks TV. We back again. Man, shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. My brother Juan Claudio in here. Let's go. Salute to the good brother Bruce Gas. Y'all see we are working. I hope everybody had a blessed, not stressed weekend. I'm moving around. Um, I had to just see my barber, Mr. C. Had to get cleaned up. Shout out to Zan. Appreciate you, Zan. Zan loves to engage. Member of the channel, supporter of the channel. On social media, you gotta network, you gotta engage to build and grow. So that's what we on. Man, y'all, we gonna talk some boxing today. We gonna talk MMA though. Where's Marky Dan? I need Marky Dan in here today because that was just a pathetic, disgusting job from Conor McGregor. I'm sorry. All right, let me start this off. My brother Juan Claudio. Make sure y'all follow Just As One. Also follow the good brother Bruce Gas. Y'all, it was a light weekend for boxing. Murat Gassiev got a stoppage. That's all well and good. If you went here, hit the follow. We growing, we building. Hit the follow button, hit the like button. Let's go. What Conor McGregor did, that was a joke. That was the ultimate cash grab. That brother literally went into the ring with an injury, one where he couldn't even put any weight on his back leg. Piss poor. Horrible performance. UFC took an L. Dana took an L. Horrible. Outside of that, good card. But that was Conor gotta need to hang it up. I don't want to ever see Conor again in the octagon. Ever. Coming off a 5-year layoff. Really? That was terrible. Meow Chad, blessings, bro. I had Max winning that fight. I knew Max was gonna win that fight. I picked Max pre-fight, but now that was you waited all night. If you stayed up late, you stayed up to about 12:30 a.m. just to see Conor fall on his ass. Disgusting. Yeah, look at Bruce. He did. He got over 60 million. He said Conor got to pull 60 million for that farce. Right. Salute to my brother Juan. Talk to us, Juan. Did you see it? Did you see it? Break it down.
Yes. That was funny. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious because that one, it didn't seem like he was injured going into the fight. But what made him go and do a Superman? I don't even know what he did. He did a Karate Kid, Liu Kang kick. I was like, bro, what did we do? Because I see when it popped. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, this man knee pop. He was bad. I was like, this can't be it right now. I was like, well,
Man, let
that's
me
what it
say
is.
this. And shout out to Vay. Appreciate you, Bay. Make sure y'all follow Vacay Bay. Member, supporter of the platform. Good person. Great person. Now, Juan, like, that's why I believe that he was injured going into the fight.
Now I think
Why are you running? Why are you doing a running
You
leg
got
kick with all, I mean, with all due respect. And then to
no.
have and
He
not
wasn't.
not be able to put no weight on your. Come on, man. That was disgusting. That was
He ain't
disgusting,
have it
bro.
injured before, but when he did that stupid
Could you
ass move
tell?
he did, I
Could
ain't gonna
did you
lie to you.
know? Could you
Nah,
know? You ain't even had no time to see him even stand on his back leg. He
nah,
gave you no opportunity in the whole
cause
fight to even show
when
you
you
he wasn't injured.
when you when you see he takes off, he took off normal. When he landed weird. But when he landed, you see his knee kind of like buckle. And I'm like, look at it. I'm like, oh, something happened to his knee again. I was like, ah, here we go. But I mean, again, could have been adrenaline. It could have been him just all right. Let me get it out the way as it is. It is what it is.
Because one, and
I didn't expect much from the fight anyway. I expected
yeah,
Max to stop him probably third round, but I wasn't expecting much. My fault. I'm eating too. I'm sorry,
yeah, we both eating. We working and we on lunch.
y'all.
Man, would you ever would you ever support seeing Conor McGregor in the octagon again? Talk to me, one.
I went there. I think he's funny. I think he's hilarious. But again, I don't know if he fights again though. I was gonna do a video today, but I got lazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I don't think he's fighting again. I think this is it. I think that's the last of it. I don't know if you seen the way that his demeanor was. Is just I don't think he has it in him to do a whole recovery and then to just come back and fight. Because if it was just a meniscus tear, that would have been a different conversation. But I think they're saying it's an ACL tear. At that point, man, I don't think he's coming back. Hmm. That's funny.
Yeah, he need to go ahead and enjoy retirement, like
Yeah,
Bruce Gaff. Enjoy that $16 million farce.
force. That's funny. Force. Now,
Now, go ahead.
now again, he made his millions. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. I'm not gonna sit there and say he's not. Go home, bro. Go to fucking go home, bro. What are we doing? Why are you still fighting? Go home, bro. Like go take your ball and go home. What are you doing, bro? Why are you still fighting, bro? Anybody else that you fought with or you done beat Max, you done beat Dustin, you done lost to Khabib, but besides that, really like you beat everybody else you've been in the octagon against. So it's like what do you keep fighting for? What are you gonna do? You gonna fight at you're small 170 at that. Like at 170 in that sport itself, you're tiny. You're not big at all. So it's like night of the fight, you seen what I was talking about. Max is huge next to him. He's tiny. Dude's tiny. I was like, you done did everything you needed to do in the sport, bro. Go home, bro. You made yourself literally a multi-millionaire off of a 4-year run. Like unheard of. That's unheard of. For anybody to like follows the sport or follows the combats to be a multi-millionaire off of a 4-year run, it's ridiculous. That's that's never gonna be done again. That's never ever gonna be done again. And then to top it off, to have a $90 million payday, I think it was against Mayweather, you're never gonna get that again. Yeah, that fool. Yeah, that
No, unless he
fool was.
fight like Ryan or Tank.
Nah, there's no even need to do that. There's no
Hmm.
need to do none of that, bro. Like, listen, right? Like, I think his payout for it was 16 million, but I think the last one that he did with Dustin was just about almost the same thing. I think prior to him going into that hiatus with Khabib, he got like I think it was 25 million or something like that. So there's no need for him to keep fighting. There's really no need for him to keep fighting. Like what else do you need to keep fighting for? What else do you need to keep fighting for? You got let's run this down. You got 90 million, almost 100 million, or 100 million, I think it was, against Mayweather. You come back, you fight not even come back. You fight Eddie Alvarez, you get I think a smooth 20. You come back after the hiatus of the boxing thing, you fight Khabib, you get 25. Then you come back after the fact that you got beat up, you fight Dustin, you get another 10 million. Then you get 60 million because you fought him a second time within a year span, and you just come back and do this, bro. You good, bro. You living life, and you fought Donald Cerrone, and you got a good cool 5-6 million off of that one too. So it's like you good, bro. You don't even need to fight no more, and you got the triple whiskey thingy that you do. So at that point, what are you fighting for? What else do you need to really be fighting for? You just set for life, bro. Your kids are all set for life. What else are you fighting for? Ain't no need for him to be fighting no more, bro. You can tell his age. He's aged horribly, too. That's another thing. He's had aged horribly. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's Connor. I was like, he's aged horribly, bro. Like I was like, yo, bro, you don't even want to be in there. Go home, take a nap, go chill out, enjoy your life, go chill out on your Lamborghini yacht, like. Go do stuff with your life. Have fun with your family. Bro, there ain't no need to see you no more. We don't need to see you no more. You cemented
Uh,
yourself at all, bro. You cemented yourself literally when you did everything you did in that 4 year span. You're good, bro. You're a Hall of Famer.
yeah, man. Listen, shout out to D Free, man. Make sure y'all follow D Free Sports Talk. Great brother. Supported the platform. Appreciate you, Free. And y'all, listen. I'm with Juan. I believe Connor's a Hall of Famer for what he did in the octagon. I mean, he was the welterweight and the lightweight champion simultaneously at the same time. So he was the number one in two divisions at the same time.
Hmm.
So shout out to him. So you can't take that away from him. And but yeah, his leg. If Juan didn't tell you, his leg told you that he's done.
You done,
It's
bro.
over.
You done, bro. Like you can't even do that. You need this in this sport, bro. You done. You gotta go. You gotta go. Like, anything that you talking about, I don't even want to hear it. You gotta go
Mm.
at that point. You
Yeah,
got to go.
that was pathetic. I ain't gonna hold you on. That was disgusting.
I mean,
Uh,
it wasn't, bro. Like I've seen more gruesome ones. I've
mm.
seen more gruesome ones. I remember when I watched. I think it was when Anderson broke his. Like when he kicked
Yeah, but that
old
was a
dude.
defensive. That was defensive though. Like you could see it, his leg broke.
No,
Uh,
that broke
or his ankle
shattered.
broke. Yeah, it
He
shattered.
shattered. He shattered it. That wasn't broke. That shattered it. That was goodbye. Like your leg, you gotta get a whole titanium leg on you. All types of stuff. Like that was
But see,
goodbye.
Anderson even came back though, and he went and shout out to him, and he went and became he did some things
Yeah.
in
Matter
boxing
of
as
fact,
well.
what this man just said. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. 565. Everything that goes up must come down. You can't beat Father Time.
That's a fact.
You can't beat Father Time. One, you done put your body through so much shit. Sorry, free. I mean three. So much, and within the last
Um,
4 or 5 years, you done put your body through so much things. On top of
yeah,
that, add the 4 or 5 year run that you had, and then on top of that, you've had alcohol. You're an alcoholic, bro. Like you was an alcoholic. You was literally drowning yourself in booze all the time. And so yeah,
wow.
bro, your father time caught up with you, and you could see it in his face on Saturday. You could have seen it on his face. Like, oh damn, that's Connor. Like it's like, oh no, bro, what are we watching here? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, go home, enjoy your family, enjoy your life. You found God, bro. Go chill out, bro. Go chill out. Go sit down somewhere. Sit your old ass down somewhere, man. Your playing days is over.
Be like a special promoter for the UFC. Like come to the
Now
events,
it's not even that. You don't even need
promote,
that.
do
He got
something
the
like that.
BK. He got the bare knuckle. He's the owner of that. He
Oh
owns
yeah.
all that. Yeah,
Oh okay, good.
he owns all that. Like that's him. Then you go make money, bro. Go those BKFC things of bare knuckle fighters, all that John be popping. That John be they be rocking out on that over there.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? Go chill out over there, man. You don't need to be fighting no more. What are you fighting for? What do you need to prove that that's so good to you that you need to prove what? You're the best in the world, bro. You was never the best in the world. Let's really be honest. You just got the luck because you had the charm and you had the promotional push. Like you was never really the best. So it's
He
like
go
at
how to
that point,
promote himself though. The gift of gab is very important.
exactly. You know what I'm saying, you know how to promote yourself and the gift the gab, like you said, the gift the gab is very important. but you was never the best fighter in the UFC ever. I don't even think you was ever damn near ever close to that.
Nah, I don't think so.
So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
So let me ask you this, Juan. What was your take? Because I seen Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben. They was there, and Shakur was there. Um, I mean, it looks like Zuffa Boxing, in conjunction with Turkey, they're using UFC events to promote boxing. Do you believe that there is going to be a takeover, or do you feel like the zone and all of the promoters that's lined up with the zone, are they going to be able to hold off Zuffa and Turkey from taking over the sport?
No, no, I don't think Sufa's taking over anything. I don't tell you the truth. I don't think. I think that's gonna crumble. Not crumble, but I don't think
Mm,
it's gonna fall in line to where it needs to be. Um, what I mean by this, right? And what I'm gonna say right now, whoever's listening, I don't care who listens. Y'all gotta listen to what I'm saying. So before y'all jump the gun and just listen to saying what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying before y'all jump the gun, right?
yeah,
So for fighters that are never gonna touch 5 million purse or $5 million purse or $2 million like fight. They are fighters that are never gonna touch that type of purse. They are fighters
yeah,
around the world that are never gonna touch that purse. This is something for them to at least have a steady point of, all right, I can make some money, actual good money, and live off of me fighting instead of me having to come and fight and then go work a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of fighters are doing that. A lot of dudes that are coming up are doing that. This promotional company right here is a very good company for you to like start off with. Now,
mm,
is it more important than the organization belts? No, that will never be more important. Because if you want to build a legacy, the alphabet titles is where you need to go. Now, at that point, to what I'm saying is right. You think Berlanga would have gotten so much money if he didn't sign the Zupa? Because, like, again, if you think about it, right? You lost to Shiraz, you lost to Canelo. You're not getting another payday. Yeah, might as well go sign a Zupa. I'll sign a Zupa for a little, 5 million, $50 million, contract, 10 million each fight, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? If it's that, I don't even think it's that. It's 35. I think it's 20. So if
uh,
you're making 20 M's for, let's say, 2, 3 fights, that's a win. You're making more money than what you've made in your career, so might as well. This is just for me. I think this is for fighters where, like a Stephen Butler. Like Stephen Butler's not gonna get paid again. He's gonna get paid now because he's gonna fight in Zuffa and he's gonna fight for them. They're gonna hand out money like if it's candy over there. So might as well. That's why I even want like people like when I looked at the Conor Ben thing, I'm like, I'm not even mad at him for that. 'Cause that's what I'm saying. You might as well. Go ahead, take your money. Even with the giant thing, I'd go ahead, take your money, bro. If you're making more money there, take the money. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, don't go take the money. Go take the money because you for this is prize fighting. You're prize fighting. You're fighting for a prize. Dummies, like it's not sitting there fighting for legacy. Legacy can only take you so far. You're fighting for a prize. The prize is you need the money. The hell that's the prize.
yeah,
You know
I'm
what I'm
with you
saying?
on
So
that
I'm
one.
not I'm not totally against the super thing, but I don't think it's gonna take over because I think old school enthusiasts, dudes that are of that old cloth, they're not gonna let that go. I just think this is an easy way for dudes that are gonna be like Colin, like what's old dude Colin Walsh or whatever his name is. I don't think he's ever gonna be that good, but he's gonna get paid because he's with them. You know what I'm saying?
You know, my Callum. Oh yeah, Callum Walsh. Yeah, for
Yeah.
the one that fought Fernando Vargas Jr.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna
Yeah.
get paid because he's with them. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be one of the little cornerstones right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Until he get beat. And
yeah, till
let
he
me
get
say
three.
shout out. Let me say shout out to Bentley pulling up. What's good, Bentley? Appreciate you. Supported the
That
channel. Listen, we almost had our Errol Spence Tim Zoo fight. We got what, another 2 weeks or another
A
week?
week,
About,
a week,
yeah,
another week.
next weekend. Let's go. Let me bring in Free, man. Shout out to Free. What's good, Free? Talk to me, Free. How you feeling? And did you get a chance to see the Conor McGregor debacle?
Yeah, I saw the fight.
What was your thoughts on that, and how did you feel about everything when how it playing out?
Um, my thoughts was when you
And
get to a certain age, you can't do the things that you did when
Free,
you
you got
was
like a
younger.
radio or something coming through.
Oh no, my grandkids playing the daggone video game in the background. Hold
Okay,
on one second. Let me see if I can turn it down. But give me hold on.
appreciate you, Free. I got you. Yeah, cause
yeah, bro. But honestly, that's what I think it is. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think it's a bad. It's not a bad thing. Like, think about it, right? Like, if you know that you're never gonna get another like $10 million payday from fighting for an alphabet title, right? And you go
yes,
sign the Zuffa, and they offer you a 3 fight deal for let me shoot out a number, $15 million, right? Wouldn't you
My
take
bad.
that? Wouldn't you take that?
yeah.
Like,
Come, you gonna
exactly.
take
That's
you
what
gonna
I'm
take
saying.
that
Like,
bread?
in reality, let me ask y'all two this real quick question, right? Before I gotta go, ask y'all these two questions real quick, right? One, Edgar Berlanga, right? After the Shiraz loss and everything, right? You think he's gonna get another payday like he just got from Turkey, especially showing the way he showed? You think he was gonna get another payday? No. So he slid
From
the. All right,
Turkey.
look, listen. I got this league right here. You can be one of the bigger names. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? A little $15 million payday. You know what I'm saying? That's for you. You just gotta fight these 3, 4 fights, whatever the case may be. Wouldn't you take that if you was Berlanga? At mind you, coming
See
Without
off of
that's
two.
question.
see that's gonna be the downfall of Zuffa. They giving they giving these paydays to fighters that's not worth the paydays.
Yeah, and that's a fact, and I agree with you with that. That's why I said I don't think it's good. They there to take over. I think it's just there. And if it's done right, if it's done right, and this is just me saying, if it's done right, if you build the way you're supposed to build these younger fighters, like let's say a Colin Walsh, you build this guy to become something, let's say remotely of a semi star.
Yep.
You build him right. I could see you getting some profit off of that. But if you sit there and then rely on dudes like a Edgar Berlanga, like a Steven Butler, like dudes like a Edwin de Los Santos or a Rayo, then yeah, your business is gonna drown. But at that point, like if you're gonna just let it happen so you can build up your name, then yeah, do your thing. But I think Dana's not stupid enough to keep handing out these paydays. I think he's doing it now because he has to get his foot in the game at this point. And when he does, that's when there's a whole different turn happening. That's when you'll see a whole different thing happen. I don't think it's just him giving out paydays just to give out paydays. I think it's because he has to get his foot in the door somehow. So yeah, I'm gonna give Richardson Hitches whatever he gave him. I'm gonna give Edgar Berlanga what I gave him. I'm gonna give 60 million to Shakur Stevenson because yeah, I'm gonna give it to him because he's the bigger name. But at that point, like when these fight deals is up and there's new crop coming in, what 3, 4 years from now, 3, 4, 5 years from now, yeah, I'm gonna start trying to get those guys over here.
See what Dana should have did in Turkey as well um, is build Zuffa boxing off of the guys that you were able to get, not overpay for guys that is not stars in the sport of boxing. Like you're overpaying and trying to make these guys stars when in all actuality they're not stars. The reason why they wasn't getting paid big money in boxing is because they're not stars. So you can't force somebody to be a star. The fans is what make an individual a star. If the fans are not drawing to those fighters, you can't make them a star by overpaying them. You can't do that. I don't care how many times you put them on TV. If the fans
Exactly.
don't like them, the fans don't like them.
And that's why I said like if you're gonna build a star, bro, like I get it. Cause that's what he did with the UFC too. He took a lot of the older like Pride dudes and put them there, and they're already kind of established like names and stuff like that, and let them fight it out for whatever crumbs that he could get you. And then when it took off is when he got his own little crop of fighters that like he built on his own. So like dudes like like dudes like John, dudes like Daniel, dudes not even Daniel because Daniel was from Strikeforce, but dudes like John Jones, dudes like what you call it, Forrest Griffin and all of them. So when he got
Yeah.
those crop of fighters, where he got them to like, all right, you guys. You guys are the ones that I need y'all to carry, and they did their job. Then that's when the whole thing takes off. But I think right now, he's got to find a way into the game. So yeah, I'm gonna got to give these guys a little bit of a payday because
What,
nobody wants to sign with you right
I'm,
now.
I'm
They
gonna tell
now,
you what they should have did. They should have did like Ring Magazine did when they first came out. They started giving these older fighters who were stars. They gave them paydays to put on Ring Magazine. I mean, ring card, to
yeah,
promote the ring card. If Zupa would have did that, got some of these older guys that's on their way out, and put them on their platform, gave them the fights that the fans wanted to see them fight, like the Wilder and AJ, Usyk and Tyson Fury, and put them on Zupa instead of putting them on the ring card, then it would have promoted Zupa better. But Beno, the ring got that, and now Zupa is coming behind ring. Is like, okay, Zupa, yeah, you're in the door, but you don't have anybody that people really care to see. Yes, you signed Shakur Stevenson, but who is Shakur going to face? And that's what I was saying about this whole situation with Shakur signing over there. Yeah, well, okay, we might get the Devin Haney fight, but what other fighters over there are you willing to accept Shakur fighting? If you're a Shakur Stevenson fan, are you okay with the guys that they have? Because there's a good chance that the guys that you want to see him fight, he might not ever fight them being signed to Zufa
yeah,
unless those guys come over there, or unless they tuck their pride and they go ahead and do business with traditional boxing. And
yeah.
until that happens, they might not ever get those fights. So as a fan
I think
of Shakur, you got to be okay with those guys that they have over there.
yeah, and I think Dana being Dana and knowing what I've seen from the dude, he's not dumb. So I think your plan is in the head. So the case may be. But I don't know how long this fight deal is for him for Shakur or stuff. I don't think it's that long. It shouldn't be that long. Um, but again, they gotta figure something out. And I applaud him. I applaud him for signing the guy. But who you gonna fight? Rayo? You gonna fight Rayo again? Or you wanna try to fight Rayo? And then after that competition gets real steep. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I mean, if you think about it, right now, if we look at it, I don't believe Shakur is going to fight at welterweight because they
Nah,
don't have a 140-pound division. So
nah.
unless they make an exception like they did for Ja Obachai and make a 140-pound division, he's going to have to fight at 135. And the names that they have right now at 135 is El Rayo, De Los Santos, and Mark Maceo.
And then
Those are the names. Those are
Andre
the,
on Adrian Cortez or whatever his name is, the little Puerto Rican, or not Puerto Rican. I don't even think what he is. I don't
Andres
even know.
like,
Cortez, yeah.
like I said,
Y'all can hear me?
Rayo, De Los Santos, and Mark Maceo is the name because don't nobody know anybody else that Zupa had at 135. Don't nobody know anybody else that
At
they
all.
have.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I tell you the truth, I don't know what they gonna do. I don't know how they're gonna move this kid. Whatever case may be, I think, like I said to you the last time, this is legalized bank robbery.
I
So he
got
going
drinkers, CG. I got drinkers just to let you know. But
No, but
go ahead,
see,
Juan.
This is a legalized bank robbery. You know what I'm saying? So at
Yeah.
this point, it is what it
and,
is.
and see, Bentley, that's the problem because Zufra welterweight is not 147 pounds; it's 150 pounds.
Hmm.
So he don't even want to fight at 147 in traditional boxing. You think he's going to want to fight at 150? Nah,
Yeah.
he's not doing
So
that.
so so I know. You said to me the other day, three, that Devin said he had big news. What you think the big news is?
The big
I think
announcement for the dream. Go ahead, Free.
I think the big announcement is they came to a deal with Keyshawn Davis. I think that's the big announcement because I don't no, I don't. We've been hearing about Shakur signing to Zuffa. We heard them. We heard the commentators talk about it. Outside of people rumoring that Devin Haney is signing to Zuffa, we haven't heard anybody from Zuffa talk about Devin Haney signing to Zuffa. And that's why I'm like, I don't know if Devin Haney. I know that they're talk. Devin and Bill is talking about it, but I haven't heard anybody from the Zuffa side talk about Devin Haney come over there. I heard people made rumors about it, and they're not part of Zuffa. But when it came to Shakur, we never heard Shakur talk about Zuffa. It was broke on by Mike Coppinger, and then it was confirmed that they was trying to get Shakur to fight. I mean, to sign the Zuffa when they had that fight with the last Zuffa card. It was confirmed that Zuffa was trying to get Shakur. We haven't heard that Zuffa is trying to get Devin Haney. There's rumors that they're trying to get him, but we haven't heard Zuffa saying they're trying to sign Devin Haney. So I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna go on. I hope he does fight Keyshawn because that's a fight that I want to actually see. I think because Keyshawn gonna come to fight a little bit more than Curtis. Curtis gonna fence a little bit more with him and stuff like that. So they're gonna try to outthink each other. But I like the Keyshawn fight more than the Shakur fight. Now, with the fight that I want to see is Core and Devin, but I think the more exciting one is definitely gonna be that Key and Devin fight because Key's gonna come forward and he gonna fight. So it's not like he gonna try
I
to
know
fence with you.
they got
But
about five.
what fight money wise makes sense for Zuffa? Because the reports are that they paying Shakur a pretty
60
hefty
million.
penny to how
60,
much?
60 million.
Over
I
how
was
many fights?
I was looking for that. I couldn't find. I heard somebody say 60 million, but I couldn't find no reports of Zuffa signing him for 60 million. I just saw
No,
every.
this is from people that I know that like associated with him. It's north of 60 million. I don't know if it's 60 million to be exact, but it's goddamn near or north
I,
of.
I just I didn't see no reports of it. I just heard the rumors, people saying 60 million or whatever. But all I know for sure is it's a multi-fight deal. They just said multi-fight deal. When
Yeah,
you look up,
like I said, it could be 3 fights, it could be 4 fights. I don't
yeah,
think
when
he's
you
signing there long term. Like none of these guys gonna fight long term there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he is over there for roughly about 5 or 6 fights because he was a free agent.
Yeah,
He wasn't signed to anybody. He wasn't looking for a deal with Top Rank. He wasn't looking for a deal with PBC. Wasn't looking for a deal with Golden Boy. He wasn't trying to work out a new deal with Eddie Hearn. So I think he is going to. I mean, I think he is signed over there long term. I think he is. I mean, because if you
okay,
look
so
at
I just got one. So Shakur Steven has agreed to fight a promotional deal with Dana White for boxing. While the exact total number of fights isn't specific to her contract length or not publicly detailed, reports from boxing analyst Eddie Hearn indicate that Shakur Stevenson is making estimated 15 million per fight. So let's say that Free is right. It's 5, 6 fights. What's 15 million? What's 15 times 6? What somebody does? Guy, I'm slow.
so that means he's getting somewhere around. Let's say he's getting 5 or 6 fights. He's getting somewhere around $10 million a fight.
He's getting
It's
90 million. He's getting 90 million for this contract right here. If
it's
it's 6 fights.
that now this is the thing. Is Shakur worth that type of money? I would say no. He's not. He
Nah, hell
doesn't.
no.
He
And,
doesn't
I'm a Kurt
generate
fan.
that
I'm
type.
telling y'all no.
And see, like people say, "Oh, you hate free." No, it's not about hate. It comes down to me as a executive of a company. I look at what you bring to the table. Are you making that type of money? Are you generating that type of money for my company? Shakur doesn't generate $10 million for a fight. You can look at outside of maybe the TO fight, and I don't even think they generated $10 million for the Teal fight. The live gate did 3.7. So you got to figure out, okay, how much did he generate in a pay per view? Did he generate 7 million or more in pay per view? I would say probably not, because they would have said something about it if he did. His pay per view numbers, we don't know what they are, but I would say push To to the side. Outside of that, have have Shakur generated $10 million in any one of his fights? No, he hasn't.
He wasn't
So
even on pay per view before prior to that.
right, so to pay a person something that they never generated, you're taking a loss right off the jump. You're taking a loss.
Yeah, I think it's just more because of the name recognition. Like I said, like they needed something um to have to kind of not jumpstart. I don't want to say jumpstart, but just to have their name have do something. Because if they in reality, if you was to be like, yo, I'm giving, if they was to give Manny Pacquiao a 4 fight deal for $15 million each fight, we'd say y'all bugging. But again, he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he ain't sacrificed himself for all that. But it's just like for somebody that's never made that, and then prior to this last fight, it was never even on pay per view. You're kind of bugging on that. Like I'm saying, like
Yeah.
even if they was to give Devin
But you
something
going
like that,
over when you new to the market though, you going to overpay.
yeah. But
Just
even
kind of
even
when
then,
Eddie jumped into the U.S. market, he overpaid too.
But
yeah.
see
But
that,
even
and
then,
see,
but
but
even then, if you look at it, right? If you was to tell me that you giving Devin Haney $15 million a fight, like I'm not giving that to him, because
and see,
what if you gotta look? If you're gonna look at the track, we're gonna look at each other's track records, right? Because even if you look at Teos, look at Tanks, the only one that would deserve a number that astounding for per fight is Tank. That's the
like
only person.
like what you said. You said because you're new to the market, you're going to overpay. And being my business minded and knowing business, most companies fail within the first 3 years of their existence because they overpay for merchandise. They overpay, and they look what happened to Triller. Triller came in and left as quick as they came in, as quick as they left, because they was overpaying for the fights. Yes, they was generating some money, but they wasn't generating enough to keep afloat. That's the
So
reason
who?
why they got that To fight with Cambosis, and they didn't even put that fight on because they couldn't even sell the tickets.
So
They was
who?
they paid too much money for that daggone fight, and they couldn't sell no tickets.
For
So,
who? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
so
Who paid all that?
Triller,
Oh
remember
yeah.
when Triller bought that fight for $6 million,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and then
I
they
mean, but
end up.
that's their fault too, because they wasn't even in that market like that. Like,
But see, that's what I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying is, what I'm saying is like this, right? What I'm saying is like this, right? Like if we was us three was to sit there and say, yo, let's start up a boxing promotional company, right? Let's start up something like a boxing promotional company. The way you start it should be, yo, let's take some of these young prospect dudes, let's put it on our market, let's let them be the faces. If we're gonna go get a big fish, right? If like somehow, some way we land a big fish fighter, right? You wouldn't, how you say, you wouldn't give the fight, like I wouldn't give you $15 million for Shakur to be fighting. Like I wouldn't give you that. I wouldn't invest my money in that. That's not even, now if it was a lower number, 7 million per each fight, that's okay, cool. That's cool. We can rough that out right there. That's fine. I can make the money back on that. But you're telling me you're gonna give this guy 15 million per fight, right? So let's say if it's four, five, six, right? Let's say if it's six, like I just said, it's $90 million. You telling me right now you're giving $90 million to Shakur Stevenson? That's
No,
astronomical.
and
That's
it's
that's crazy. I wouldn't even give Devin that, and Devin has a better resume at that point. At
no.
this point,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of the smaller weight division, the only guy that's worth $90 million is a guy that's not fighting right now
it's
because
Tank.
he got court situations going on.
It's
That's
Tank.
the
It's
only
literally Tank. That's it. That's the
that's the
only one.
only
Like
that's the
Tank,
only
it's only like there's only four fighters in boxing. Period. You would give that.
right.
It's
But
Tank, Canelo. maybe, and this is me maybe in it, me
But
giving you a big
Lou,
old maybe, David, and then in a way maybe, but it's like that's those last two right. That's a maybe. That's like I'm not even sure if I'm giving you 90 million for David. Like I'm not giving you
No,
90 million for no Shakur.
I wouldn't give 90 million for David because once again, I gotta see that you generate the money that I'm gonna pay you per fight. If
Yeah,
you're not generating that, and I'm looking at, like I said, I'm looking at it as a business minded. I'm not looking at it I'm trying to make a big splash. I'm looking at, okay, yeah, I'm making a big splash, but can my company survive me making this big splash?
but
Because
that's why I'm sitting there saying to you because like you got to look at the track record, right? So like if you was to sit there and say, give me a track record for Shakur Stevenson. What's his track record of pay per view? There's no track record. It's just this teal that didn't like it did well, but it didn't do amazing. Same thing with Dev.
the
Like if you
only the
look,
only thing that makes sense is if salute to the good brother TD pulling up. Make sure y'all follow TD Sports Talk. That's our guy. The only thing that makes sense is if they have certain expectations, like they can guarantee certain names. Like that for that amount of money, you have to say, "Oh, I can guarantee that we're gonna make the Devin fight and you'll get this, or the
see that
Tank fight you'll get this, or
that but
Ryan
that
you'll
be
but see
get
that
that's the
this,
that be
thing.
or
see, but
They
Connor."
can't
So,
they
that'd be a
can't do
different
that.
question though because
But
you have to like think about it, right? If these guys in top ranked PBC and Matchroom, and then even Queensberry, they're doing all the business under the zone, and they're gonna be doing all the business under the zone, and then working with Turk. Got, God, I forget that Turkey's not gonna be here like that next year. So it's like if you're gonna sit here and be like, "Yo, we're gonna be working with these guys," then that's a different conversation, like you just said. But I know that these guys are not gonna work because Dana's already said it. When Dana
but
says
that's not. But
something,
see,
but see that the
that's the
thing is
thing though. That's not true, Juan,
they
because
can't they
they
can't
signed
they
Connor
can't
Ben and then they let Connor Ben fight Regis on Netflix.
but
yeah,
see
So
but
that's
that
what I'm
that's
saying. They be
they
contradicting
can't
themselves.
they can't promise any of those guys because they're not signed to them. When you have guys that sign to other promotional companies or other networks and you have no exclusive rights to them, you can't promise that you're going to make this fight because the only way they could promise like a Devin fight is if Devin signed a Zuffa because Devin is a free agent right now. If he signs a Zuffa, they could promise a Devin and Shakur fight because they have both of those guys under their banner. They're both signed to that company. But with a Tank, a Keyshawn, Gary Russell, or whoever else you might think, Ryan Garcia, you can't promise that because you don't have control of those fighters. So that's what I'm saying. When you signing a guy to that amount of money, yeah, you might put on a big fight, one big fight. Like I said, if they do the Devin Haney fight, that's going to be a big fight. But is that going to be enough? Because we're talking about just what they're signing Shakur. If they sign Devin, you don't think Devin is going to ask for more money than what Shakur got? You're like, hold up, I'm a former undisputed champion. I'm a 3 division champion, and I've been doing pay per views way more than Shakur has done pay per views.
yeah, but
I put I put more
but you
people
also
to
gotta you also gotta remember, bro. Like off of that, like you can't be like, yo, my pay per views have been doing better because your pay per views haven't done that great either.
but it's still better than Shakur's.
Exact, but we're talking about somebody that's had one pay per view fight next to
But that's
somebody
what I'm
that's had
saying.
three.
But what I'm saying is,
Not the
you're,
has it has
what
it
I'm,
been three or has it
that's
been
what I'm
two?
saying.
Sorry.
He's gonna demand more money than Shakur because he's done more than Shakur. So if you give
I would say yeah that off of the what he's
As a headliner, he has the Lomachenko, the Regis, the Ryan, those three
okay, so yeah, so
as a
yeah,
headliner.
you would be like, yo, I would give you more, but even then, it's like, yo, bro, like your more is depending on what we giving you because it's like if it's just guaranteeing me a Shakur Stevenson fight because
but
if
see,
you give you $15 million and you turn around and say no to this fight, now we all
no,
mad.
see that's the thing. That's the thing. When they sign a Zufra, they can't say no. They can't say no. It's not like when they sign to traditional boxing. When they sign to traditional boxing, they sign under the banner of traditional boxing, which was your promoter can't stop you from making a big fight. You just have to pay that promoter a certain amount of money off of your purse. With
Right.
them signing to Zuffa, Zuffa has to say in who you're going to fight, when you're going to fight. That's the difference between signing to the traditional boxing and signing to Zuffa. Because once you sign on to Zuffa, you're going to fight who we tell you to fight. You have no say.
3Z, I'm out of here, 3Z though. But have a good
Appreciate you,
day.
Juan. Appreciate you,
All right,
family. Make
Juan.
sure y'all follow the good brother Just As Juan. Marky Dan, you in here with us? I know Marky Dan probably working too.
He up there climbing
Um,
that tree for them damn
Marky, jump
bananas
in
he
when you
showing.
can. I want to ask you about the economics behind it, and do
What's
you
good? What's
believe
good?
that
Salutes.
Zuffa has the backing to afford a
Can y'all
commodity
hear me?
such as Shakur Stevenson paying him 15
Yeah,
million a
we can hear
fight,
you.
and
I can't
potentially a
anybody.
Devin Haney $100 million contract?
Yeah, Marky, we can hear you, Marky. Go ahead. Off. Both of them dropped off. They couldn't hear each other. They both dropped off. But yeah, it's like when we're just talking about the Shakur side. When you add Devin into the equation, now you adding more money on top of that. So let's say at the minimum, Devin get the same amount that Shakur gets. Now you got to say, okay, are we making enough money to pay for both these guys now? Because they're going to get more. I mean, according to the rumors, is Shakur is getting $60 million or north of $60 million. Devin is probably going to get roughly the same deal, if not a better deal. He's going to get either the same deal or a better deal.
For how many fights, Free?
It doesn't say. It just say multi fights, a multi fight deal. It doesn't say how many fights he's signed to. But 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be
Well,
2. It's not
well,
going to be 3.
ballpark will probably be like 5 fights. That's maybe like 3 years. So 60 divided by 5
You
is
you
what?
talking about like
12?
14 million, like
That's
13 to
$12
14
million
million.
a fight.
Yeah, $12 million a fight. So $12 million a fight for Shakur. And let's say if they get Devin,
That's about what Devin is getting paid on the current Turkey contract though, like $12 million per fight.
I mean, yeah, but what I'm saying is you you're offering Shakur $12 million. You paying Shakur $12 million, and you don't have the names over there to recoup that $12 million. Like, are the fans going to pay to see Shakur versus El Rayo? Are they going to pay to see Shakur versus De Los Santos too?
No,
They saw them.
I don't think they would.
They
Yeah,
saw
I
that De
don't
Los
think.
Santos won. So are they going to pay for part 2 of De Los Santos? No.
No,
They're
I
gonna
don't
have
think that
to. The only way that it makes
if El
sense,
Rayo
Mark.
makes I'm just throwing out a number. I don't know what El Rayo is making over there, but let's say he makes $1 million per fight. I don't think that they gonna make back $15 million or 13 or $14 million or even $12 million making that fight. Even if they were to make it in Houston, Texas, where a Mexican and then a black fighter like Shakur fighting, I don't think like they could do. Tank Davis did. From what I saw, the total revenue when they added up the pay per view and the ticket, the live gate, he did like $21 million total revenue with Lamar Roach. I don't think Shakur Stevenson could produce that. But at the same time, Zuffa is owned by the Saudis. 60% of Zuffa is owned by Salah.
Yeah.
That's the Saudi government owned entertainment company. And my thing has always been like they don't seem interested in making a return on their investment in terms of the dollars. So
They
I
they
think right now
didn't.
they just worried about building credibility.
They didn't at first. They do now because Turkey's not giving out those big bags like he once was. He started cutting back on how much he's going to give these guys. That's the reason why Shakur almost didn't have the women to pay the fight because they offered they said they were going to give Shakur a certain amount, and then Shakur said, "Oh, Turkey, went back on his deal. He told me he was going to pay me a certain amount. Now he's not trying to pay me that. So that's the reason why the Williams to pay the fight almost didn't happen, because Turkey's not giving out that type of money anymore. So I like Zuffa has, I think from what I heard, the reports that I heard is Zuffa has $100 million per year to put on fights. He has $100 million per year. Not per fight, per year. So $100 million per year. That gotta last all 12 months. And Zuffa's putting out a fight card like once a month. So if you get a Zuffa card once a month, you got 12 fight cards that you're putting out there. And you got to be able to pay all of the fighters that you're putting on that card. If you're getting guys that's getting 10, 12, 18, $20 million a fight, you're eating up that $100 million deal faster than you can make the money back, because they're not generating the revenue in these Zuffa cards. If you go look at the viewership that those Zuffa cards have put out, they're extremely low. They're extremely low. Those Zuffa cards are not generating the money that they thought it was going to generate.
Yeah, they be having them in the UFC Apex, which at best might
And you got to
seat
remember,
like 150 people.
you got to remember, not only is it trying to make, they got to try to make money for Zuffa, but they also got to try to make money for Paramount, because Paramount is giving you a slot. Yeah, you might have paid a certain amount of money, but Paramount want to make some profit. You paying for that slot, and they like, man, hold up, I need some profit back. We breaking even. That's the reason why these networks end up canceling the deal. Not that they lost money all the time. Sometimes it's because they're not making any money. We're just breaking even. So if we're just breaking even, we're going to try to find another avenue where we can make some money, not just break even. So like I said,
Yeah, but
with the whole Showtime, it might not have been that they was losing money. It could have just been like we wasn't making any money. We were just breaking even.
But the thing about that though, Free, is the Ellisons who own Paramount Plus and Dana White, they are really locked in. So I think even if it were the case, because you could be right, Zuffa might be a negative in terms of they don't like produce the dollars when it comes to like the initial investment, which reading on it right now, it's 7 years, $700 million. So like you said, $100 million annually they're gonna get from Paramount Plus. Even if they don't necessarily return on that, I don't think that they would necessarily like dump Zuffa specifically because they have the UFC product, which is tied to Dana White and TKO. So I hear what you're saying, absolutely. But then at the same time, Turkey, he's also gonna be pitching in. I read articles that said that Zuffa is going to be getting $10 million of subsidies from the Saudi government per card that they put on. So that's not necessarily like based on an annual thing. That's going to be based on how many cards they do a month. Now you're right. They usually do what they do. You said one card a month. Sometimes it's been two. I remember when they came out, came out firing. It was like 3 to 4 they did in 1 month. So that could
Cool.
protect. So, but let's just say they do 12 cards a year. That would be another $120 million. So they have like different sources of income they could reach into before they really have to get to the place where they
No, I
have to be
mean,
like a real promotional company to stand on their own 2 feet like the rest of these people do.
no, but Zuffa's they're only doing one card a month. How
Yeah,
many Zuffa?
exactly. 12. That's why I said 12 cards a year.
Yeah, they're only doing one card a month. So like I said, it's you find it very hard to make money when you're paying out more than you're bringing in. Like I hear people say, "Oh, these people don't care about making money." That's not what the prince is saying. The prince is not saying that. Yeah, you might have a boatload of money, but when you start giving that money away and you're not generating that money back, eventually that money starts to run low. Eventually, it starts to run low. That's the reason why they said people want a return in their investment because you're making money elsewhere, but if you start paying out a boatload of money and you're not bringing anything back, that money starts to run out. Look at Floyd Mayweather. All of the money Floyd Mayweather made and all of the investments that he put his money into and he wasn't making no money back. We starting to see Floyd starting to go broke. Starting to go broke. The same thing that happened to MC Hammer. The same thing happened to Mike Tyson. You could name hundreds of celebrities that was making boatloads of money, but they wasn't getting anything back in their investments, and they start to run out of money when that that cash cows start giving the money to them. When they stop making money and they was paying out more than they was bringing in, it starts to run low. So yeah, you could say, oh, they got this amount of money, but you got to remember they have a certain amount of money on a budget that the prince give to their entertainment. They have a budget that they
Well,
that the
part
entertainment
of
get.
that is
I mean,
part of that is tied to the fact that they're not letting them take out of the public investment fund in Saudi anymore. And
Right.
they've started to tighten the purse strings on the GAE government budget that I was sending y'all last year because of what's going on, particularly right now in Iran. So they don't have the oil revenues that they did before. So
That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
disagree with you, Free. I think it is going to run into a problem if like they can't give everybody like they were paying Dubois 70 million, then Usyk 132 million. You're not going to see anything like that anymore. I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
Or
The prince
Devin
started.
or Go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was saying that's what I was saying. The principal, like, no. We're not paying that much money out there no more. We're not getting nothing back. We was doing this to bring the entertainment to Saudi. You putting all this money in these other countries. No, we need the entertainment to come to Saudi.
And that's the problem because Riyadh season before it was meant to be like a marketing tourism strategy to bring people to Saudi. Ain't nobody flying to Saudi anymore. Now that they
Right,
got missiles and drones flying over people's heads. So they have to
right.
shift their strategy on how they prioritize money.
And
let me
that's
let me ask y'all this. Let me bring you in on this, Mark. What was your thoughts on the Conor McGregor fight, man? It looked like he
Um,
blew his leg went out on him. Break it down.
that was so like just I've been watching boxing and combat sports and MMA a long, long time. That might have been the most disappointing. Just like uh, and the thing is, the card was great. It was a great card. But it just felt like I wasted a Saturday night. Like it's like because I really wanted to see Conor McGregor. I wanted to see if Conor McGregor was gonna come out in the first round, and I already told you B3P. I had no doubt in my mind Max Holloway was gonna put hands on him, but maybe Mystic Mac could come out and hurt Max Holloway in the first round and do something. We seen stranger things in the sport of MMA, like when Michael Bisping knocked out Luke Rockhold in like 2 minutes, and nobody
yeah,
was expecting that to happen. So it was just disappointing. And Conor
yeah.
McGregor, he needs to hang it up because
See, and
hold on, this is back to back. This is back to back fights against Dustin Poirier like 4 years ago. He broke his leg when Poirier checked the leg kick, which is like the freakiest of all freak accidents. And then like on the first kick, when he jumped and then he planted his leg, he blow his knee. Bro, just hang it up. Cause that
yeah,
that was embarrassing. That
and
was
see,
terrible to watch.
that's what I was saying before I got cut out. Um, when your your mind is telling you to do something that your body could no longer do. Like he still has a mind of a young prime Conor McGregor, but his body is a retired Conor McGregor. He's been out of the sport for 5 years, and you come in the very first second, run across the ring and throw a flying leg kick and blow your knee out because that's not something that your body is used to anymore. You've been out of the ring for 5 years and you try to do something, not to mention you put 5 years of age on your body. and on your muscles and your ligaments. And you wanted your
Don't forget
body
his
to do
liver
something.
with all that whiskey he be drinking and the
Yeah, you
vodka.
wanted your body to do something that it did when it was younger. You're no longer younger anymore. It's like Michael Jordan coming back to the NBA trying to glide from the free throw line. He going to tear daggone Achilles trying to jump from the free throw line at 50 something years old, 60 years old. You can't do that anymore. You got to understand where your body's at. And so it was just a situation where he tried to do something that his body could no longer do anymore. If he would have just stayed and fought the way he normally fight and just a stand-up fighter, he probably would have lasted for as long as that fight lasted. But it probably wouldn't have been over in the first round, at least not the way it ended this way, because nobody took a shot. It was he didn't land a punch and Max didn't land a punch because he couldn't. Every time he went to go try to throw a leg kick or a punch, he kept falling because his leg was already out. He already blew his leg out, and he was just trying to tough it out until he get back to the corner to see if he can go or if it can heal up on his own. But his leg was gone, and so it was just a tell of Father Time showing himself right there in real time. Father Time literally showed everybody in real time. I told you I'll pop up at any given time. I'll pop up. But yeah, I
Yeah,
think I
I'm
think he
I'm
need to
I'm
take it
with you.
up. I think he need to hang it up.
Yeah,
At
he's done.
he like 40 years old now.
Yeah, 39. Yeah, he's done for.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't I didn't pick him to win the fight anyway because Conor McGregor he's a good striker, but he's not good on defense. And Max is somebody that's going to overwhelm you. He's going to overwhelm you, and if he can land a shot, 9 times out of 10 is going to be curtains for the opponent. And so that's why I didn't have Conor McGregor winning the fight anyway. But I did give him a puncher's chance because Conor McGregor can punch. If he can land his shot, he can hurt you. But he doesn't have great defense. And Max is a Hall of Fame fighter. He's a Hall of Fame MMA fighter. Same as Conor McGregor. He's a Hall of Famer as well, but he just passed his prime. It's the same thing that we saw with Anderson Silva. We saw that with Rampage Jackson. We saw with daggone what's my guy uh dang Randy Couture. We saw with a lot of those guys. Once they get over, we get past their prime. Yeah, you're a Hall of Fame fighter, but you're no longer that guy that you once was. And you're gonna get beat by these younger guys and these guys that's hungry, still got something to prove in the sport of boxing. I mean, in the sport of MMA or boxing for that matter.
Now, speaking of that, Free, like, do you feel like UFC took a L Saturday with Conor McGregor kind of blowing his leg and pretty much throwing away the main event? Like, do you feel like that was a L for the UFC or no harm, no foul?
No, I don't think it was an L because it wasn't nothing else on. If there was something else on at that time that people was like, okay, do I go to the UFC or do I go to this event? And they chose the UFC, then they would have took an L. But because it was nothing else on Saturday, I don't really think they took an L. It was just a freak accident that happens in MMA. We've seen it happen time and time again. I mean, I didn't see probably be I can't even count how many times I've seen a fight in the first round, and we thought it was going to go much longer than that. I mean, two fights before that was Padley, or was that the no? That was the co-main. Padley was the co-main, and Padley took his opponent out in like 52 seconds, and we thought that fight was going to go much longer than that. Dude rushed him, and he put him in the daggone the chokehold and put him to sleep. It didn't even last but 52 seconds. So MMA is a little bit different. If this was boxing, I would say boxing might would have took an L because you don't have these type of accidents happening in the sport of boxing. But in MMA, because you use your legs, you use your elbows, you use your fists, you use your shoulders at time. You have those type of accidents. I mean, we saw who was it? Was it Anderson Silva that broke his leg when he tried to block a kick?
Yeah, versus Chris Weidman. Yep.
Yeah, he broke his leg when he tried to block a kick. And we saw the other guy, I forgot his name. He threw a kick, and the dude blocked his kick, and he broke his leg. And I'm like, dang, you saw the leg snap when he kicked the shin. Because dude was he pulled his leg up to block it with his shin, and you saw his leg wrap around his leg. I was like, oh, he didn't blew his damn leg out. So it happens in MMA. So no, I don't think they took a loss because it wasn't nothing else on.
In this combat sports, in competition free, what's more dangerous for the athlete, boxing or MMA?
Oh, MMA is much more dangerous because, like I said, you use your legs, you use your elbows, you can use your shoulders, you use your hands. It's much more dangerous in MMA. Like in boxing, when you get knocked down, the other fighter goes to the neutral corner and they give you an 8 count. In MMA, there is no 8 count. You get knocked down, a fighter gets on top of you and just start pounding you until the referee say, okay, he had enough. The referee makes that decision whether you had enough or not. Like, okay, yeah, he had enough. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this fight. I done seen guys be on top of a guy, pounding them for about 30, 45 seconds before the referee say, okay, he had enough. So it's much more dangerous in MMA than it is in boxing.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it's gonna just be interesting to see. I think there's another UFC card this weekend. They said Usman versus Dricus. I think Dricus gonna win that, but we'll see. We'll see what Usman
Hey,
got left.
I was looking at some reports um, about Devin Haney saying he was never tested as the WBC champion.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out how was that possible when when
That
Ryan
clean
got
free.
Ryan
Go ahead,
Garcia
Fred.
got Ryan Garcia popped dirty, and that was Devin Haney as the WBC champion at that time. So how was Ryan testing and Devin wasn't?
Yeah, that's weird. I feel like when he was saying when that question came up, I did see that free. It was in reference to the WBC clean boxing program. I
Yeah,
don't
but
believe he what he's saying is that the WBC is not testing him. Now they, of course, they popped
I'm
for the
back.
fight because they signed up for VADA for the fight. But that's what I'm. That WBC clean boxing program is a farce. Everybody know that.
but
We
see
be
the
cheap.
but
Go
no
ahead,
see
free.
but I was gonna say is with the WBC clean boxing program as a champion you have to be tested before your fights. And so whether I mean, they use VADA, the WBC used VADA. So it just it seems weird and funny. I'm like, okay, how can you say you wasn't tested as the WBC champion when Ryan popped dirty? That means you had to be tested for that fight because Ryan was tested for that fight. That wasn't
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
voluntary. That wasn't a voluntary testing that Ryan did. That was a testing that the WBC made him take because he was fighting for or he was supposed to be fighting for the WBC title at the time that they signed that contract. That's why I'm like, I don't understand that statement because now it looks like, okay, if you was never tested, why weren't you tested? Why weren't you tested?
Yeah, that's a great question. They don't. It's definitely some inconsistencies with the whole testing in the sport of boxing. I think it's WBC doing a lot of picking and choosing. Like some people have like mandatory weigh-in checks 2 weeks or a month before their fight. Other fighters they don't.
Now,
So.
I mean, now it brings up a conspiracy now because if you saying you was never tested as the WBC champion, but Ryan was tested, it seems like Ryan was only tested because you knew something, and the only way you would know something is if you had something set up. That's what it seems like. Not saying that's what happened, but that's with him saying that. Now you raise that question. Okay, Ryan was tested, and he was the only one tested. Why? Because you knew something. You knew he was going to pop dirty.
Yeah. It's like certain people they got like more probable than not. Like if you got somebody that's knocking people unconscious or ending people's careers, um, that's like outside of you being a 6'7", heavyweight or something crazy. That's kind of like not heard of. Like even when Tank clipping these guys coming back and becoming champ, fighting long in their career, like Ryan,
Sometimes
it's question marks around him. It's question marks around his legitimacy.
that's why I say a lot of these fighters need
Even Tank
need
said was juicing. He said he better not do that to him. Tank said that
yeah
before the fight.
yeah.
So
And I mean, but see,
these guys
that's
got
the reason why a lot of these fighters need a PR person because they need to know what to say and what not to say. Because with him saying that, it raised a whole lot of questions in my head. And like I said, I'm not saying that he did any of this, but it does raise questions in my head with you saying that. I'm like, because that's the first thing that I thought of when he said that. I'm like, okay, so Ryan was tested for the fight and you wasn't. Why? Did you know something that nobody else knew? That's why you had Ryan tested, but you wasn't tested, and you was working with people's know to be a drug cheat. We know Victor Conti was a drug cheat. We had the whole situation with the MLB because of Victor Conti. And we had the whole Shane Mosley situation because of Victor Conti. So you working with somebody who is known as a drug cheat, and you wasn't tested, but Ryan was.
Who y'all talking about?
Devin Haney saying he was never tested as the WBC champion.
Why would he say that?
That's what I'm saying. Why would you say that? That's what I said. Some of these fighters need PR
Man,
people.
that's CTE. Why would you ever fix your mouth to say something like that? And you already know people that no, hold
Marky,
on a second.
calm you
You
down,
already
calm down.
know
He's
at
not. He
every
said it in
turn,
reference to the
huh?
WBC. He said it in reference to the WBC clean boxing program, not in general. He's saying that we be crooks are not testing. Like people say, oh, well, Ryan is doing this and Ryan is testing. People are just jumping the gun. WBC is not testing these athletes how this clean
And
boxing
he's
program
one
is
of
trying to
them.
suggest. 100%. Yeah.
So what? No, but that's my point. Why say that? Why say that? That's the dumbest thing Devin Haney could have ever said.
Because
It's
you
like
gotta keep it
no,
real with
but
the public.
let me just get this thought out. You already know B3 picks. People love to excoriate Devin Haney by saying, "Oh, Devin Haney should be at middleweight, a super middleweight. He be coming in the ring at 160." They did it when Mauricio released the weight with the night of the fight weight with Regis. They did it all the time with Lomachenko. They doing it with Shakur Stevenson right now, trying to pull him down to 144. Why would you open your mouth and say something like that? So now dudes are gonna open their mouth and say, "Well, Devin Haney never got tested for all those fights. Should we put the microscope on that the same way we do with Manny Pacquiao?" That's just a dumb thing like that. That's a counter. It's a counterproductive statement.
Yeah,
You
because you
trying
got to
to
remember.
achieve something by you're trying to critique the WBC and their drug testing program, but brother, you were in it.
Yeah, but that's
So now
the
the
thing.
microscope is on
But
you
we
now.
Yeah,
That's
don't
dumb.
don't get all emotional. You like to get real emotional when it comes to anybody black. Shout out to
No,
Dead.
no,
Shout out
no,
to
no,
shout out
no,
shout
no,
out
no,
to
no,
We.
no, no.
No. Shout out to We Fight
Ain't
All Night
about being
TV.
emotional.
Listen,
Ain't
you
about
gotta
being emotional. It's
call.
being
We
God.
all
It's called being.
once we know. We all know. No, you doing too much. We all know
Nah,
that
I ain't
Devin
doing
is
too much.
getting
You doing too
when
little.
Vada
That's your problem.
when Vada is involved. These guys is getting tested. The WBC is not doing any. The WBC is just not doing no testing. So when people say,
Isn't VADA
"Oh,
the
no,
contracting
no, no,
agency?
no, no," let me finish. Let me finish now, because this is the issue with a lot of these Ryan fans or non-blacks. They say, "Oh, well, Ryan is in the WBC clean boxing program, so he's got to be testing." And Devin is coming out just saying, "Nah, them crooks. We be cheats. We be cheap. Is not testing the fighters." Now, if you sign up for a bout like with Brian Norman Jr. and he said, "Okay, we want the testing to start now, or it's no fight," and they say, "Okay, we're going to start testing because we have a bout," then they got tested. But the WBC is not implementing no testing and going around and sending people to test these fighters, like our brother Dez just said. When has the WBC ever caught anybody for cheating? The WBC,
So,
they
so to
cover
be
up
to
your
be
cheating.
clear, the WBC is not a testing agency. The
Right.
Exactly.
WBC has a contract with VADA to handle their year-round testing program. That's
Yeah, the
number
W.
one. Number two, the WBC has caught, or excuse me, the VADA has caught multiple dudes popping. Oscar Valdez, a Mexican. You already know how we be crooks do. They do for their own. Canelo Alvarez, who, yeah, they caught him, and then we be crooks went on to change the permissible amount of what was it, Ostarine? No,
Uh,
clenbuterol,
Yeah,
computer.
gonna be the
clenbuterol,
roll.
all
Uh-huh.
type of drugs they be doing over there.
I mean,
Did
they caught
the
Matthias. I mean, Matthias as well. I mean,
yeah,
they found it in
they call
Matthias as well.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan too.
Yeah,
But
they
see,
caught all these
the
people.
thing is, okay. Let's say Devin is at a place in his career where he can pay for year round testing with bottom. Let's say that that is true. So what you're saying is, when you had that belt at 135 before you became the undisputed champion, all those times you were never tested. And see, this is the reason why I say these fighters need to think before they open their mouth because
But we already know
no,
that free
no.
if it's
But what
not
I'm saying is,
contracted.
he's opening a can of worms for himself.
Exactly, free.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
but see
opening a
that's the
can of
but
worms
hold
for himself.
on. We acting like we don't gotta work twice as hard for half as much just
No,
in general.
what I'm
So
saying is,
let's
But why make it harder?
when you
listen,
say
it's already hard. These people already gonna have an opinion, Mark. You're not gonna change these people's
no,
opinion.
it's not that. It's just like when we talk about being a black man. You don't go out here and act a fool so they can have a reason to say, see, everything that I thought about him. Look at him right now. That's what I'm talking about. When you give
Yeah.
them a reason to say something, it's bad on you. It's not bad on the WBC. It's bad on you because you don't want to open your mouth and said this. Like, you got to remember, the only belt that Devin Haney had was the WBC belt up until he got undisputed. So for you to say that, you're saying you were never tested all that time that you had the WBC belt.
Man, look for Regis Prograde to come out the woodworks. Look for him to come out and say, so not only was Devin Haney out there coming in 160 before the fight, this nigga probably had
That's
drugs
all
in
I'm
his
saying.
system. You
When,
see the
when
way
you
the
when you
Haneys do
say
business?
things like that, you just open up a can of worms for yourself. Regardless of how people look at you already, you're just giving them more ammo to fire back at you. You're giving them more ammo. Why you would want to take some of that ammo away, not give them more when you already have fire coming at you. You're trying to
Don't
find an
say hold on,
extinguisher to
don't
put it
say
out.
that to Shakur. Don't tell Shakur that because a lot of times what they said well, these guys don't have no market. They said they don't talk enough. Now they talk too much. It's like you're not gonna please everybody. What you do want to do is make sure people have an opinion about you one way or another. If somebody call you dumb, that's an opinion. If somebody call you smart, that's an opinion. If somebody is indifferent, meaning they don't care about you, that's where you fall short.
No,
So
I don't.
I'm
I
with
mean,
you. I see. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all from that standpoint that you
I'm
know
not. Yeah, I'm not.
I
I'm never
wouldn't
going to
tell.
say
I
that
wouldn't
they
put my
talk too much.
business out there.
Yeah, I'm never
You
going to
know,
say that they
but
talk too much. I would just say, like I said, you just got to know what to say. It's not. It's not about talking too much. But if you don't have a PR person to tell you how to answer these questions or what to say when you get these type of questions, that's when you have situations like you have with Devin Haney. Because if I was his PR, I would never allow him to answer that question or say or give that answer to that question. I would not. I'm like, no, you don't give that answer. You forgot that's the only belt you had at 35 until you came to undisputed. Now they're gonna raise all these questions against you. You don't say that, even though we might know it might be true or not. It could very well be 100% true. You don't bring that up because that was the only belt that you had the entire, well, not the entire time, for a good part of your career at 135. That was the only belt that you had.
yeah,
And what's going on,
yeah.
BBO?
Hold on. Let me
What's going
refresh. I
on, man?
can't
How
hear
y'all
BVO.
feeling?
We
Y'all hear
good,
me?
family. How you feeling? Talk to us, BVO. We on the topic of Devin Haney right now, stating that he was never tested by the WBC as WBC champion, only VADA. Uh, what's your thoughts on testing in the sport, and do you agree that the clean boxing program is legitimate?
Salute to everybody, man. Definitely salute to my man B Love, my man Free. And hey, and shout out to the Sport Talk Network, man. We're really doing some good stuff, man. So shout out to everybody. I would just say, and this is gonna be controversial. I think that it just don't benefit black fighters at all because I think it's always something that come out against us. I mean, Ryan tested positive for 2 steroids and was expelled from WBC, and now he's their champion. So the WBC to me, man, it's the most crap organization there is in boxing, which is sad to say. This is the same belt that the great Jose Suleiman invented and Muhammad wore. It's nothing more than just a new tool to, I guess, the down fighters that the industry don't like. So I don't know. I just think it's a joke because if Devin really tested positive for anything, that would be YouTube news like crazy. It wouldn't be something we just finding out now, especially when we got guys on 24-hour, you know, Devin Haney watch. People want to know what socks Devin Haney put on or what deodorant he went. I mean, I heard somebody say that Devin Haney was pound for pound #1. So I've heard it all when it comes to D Haney. So I doubt this is a mere bag of shell to come discredit this dude, which is sad. And they need a PR person, no, because I mean he don't talk anyway. So I mean, I don't know. I just think no matter how it go, this too shall pass. This is just some more fake news.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, BBO. Man, let's pivot back real quick since I got you with me. Did you see the Conor McGregor debacle? I mean, the referee had to call the fight in the first minute of the fight, man. What's your thing? Do you feel like Conor should go ahead and hang it up?
Absolutely. But I'll say this. I'm gonna tell you guys something for me. When I was playing football, after my junior year, I had messed my hip up. I knew it wasn't feeling good. I knew it wasn't right. You think that stopped me from telling teams that I was 100% healthy and I had no injury history? I went as far as to, go to urgent care so I could, pretty much control what information got out there. So I think what Connor did was brilliant. And it's hard to do what he's doing. To box after you just sold your spirit company for 300 mil, you made somewhere about $75 million with Floyd. It's hard to get in a sport when you got that kind of money on you, and then when you get hurt, and he probably had another $50 million bag that he grabbed that night. So did he disappoint the fans? Yeah, but him and his family did good, and that's all you can ask for these Warriors, man, for them to make some money for their family.
Yeah, shout out to him. He did. I mean, he did
That
good.
BBO.
They said. They saying his base pay was about 15 million. What was that, Mark?
No, I was just saying, somebody put $900,000 on Max Holloway before the fight. I think that was Conor McGregor. So Conor McGregor made out like a thief in the night.
No, he wouldn't be. You know what? What you said with Michael Beasley or my brother from Cleveland, Terry Rozier, you're not gonna see people be that stupid. If you don't need to gamble when you're making the money already, that's just some gritty, savage stuff that always comes back to bite you. I doubt that. I wouldn't even dare put that on him. I think he knew he was hurt, and he went and got the money like any of us would. Like I said, my junior year in college, I knew I was finished. I knew I would never be what I was, but I still made all MAC. I still got my shot with the league because I'm not about to tell nobody I'm hurt. I mean, same thing you seen with Sam Bowie. Sam Bowie said he been was hurt, but you're not gonna tell nobody that. What you gonna do? Go back to the ghetto? No. People got to remember, Conor McGregor was on welfare in Ireland, man. He wasn't doing good. So
That man was
I'm
living with his
always rooting
mother
for
with
that
both
kid.
his kids, BBO.
Say it again.
No, I said him, his girl, and his 2 kids were living with his mother.
Hey, that's even more fact. I want to see the common man get the money. I mean, at the end of the day, man, it was sad for me as a fan of the UFC because I'm gonna tell you guys this. Conor McGregor is the greatest box office attraction the UFC ever created. I can honestly say I would put that kid up there with people with names like Muhammad, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr. He would go to me, Oscar De La Hoya. He would go up to me as one of the greatest pay-per-view stars in combat sports history. And last night, as a shell of himself, he still had us hyped. He still came in and screamed. He looked like he was in incredible shape, and he was gimpy as heck. But he did it. But Conor McGregor, man, great job with the UFC. Did great career. Go count some more millions. But I think we, for the first time, got a legitimate case that one of these UFC guys is one of the greatest box office attractions we ever seen. He's been just that.
BVO, who do you fought for like that Shakur Stevenson blunder when I think they said that he was, I don't know who name they put up. I ain't see it. But
I think
they
they put
said that
Jake, the dude from
OKC,
OKC,
Jalen
I believe.
Williams.
Yeah.
Wow. So okay, so they didn't mix them up with Jalen Williams. So they really just trolling, right? Like, is that good publicity? Who do you blame in a situation like that? What's your take on the whole thing?
Man, I'm gonna just be real. If we being real about boxing, and see, that's what I try to tell these goofballs who get on these panels and talk crazy, who don't go to fights, like my brother Brad, who don't be out in the field. People don't know these boxers, man. They don't know them. I was downtown in Cleveland where Abdullah Mason is from. I was talking to his dad and I was talking to his other brother, and Abdullah came out. You think anybody knew who he was? No. Nobody knows these boxers outside of us. Only us YouTubers know these guys. I mean, what would you know Shakur for doing? Cussing Shannon Sharp out? At this point, what would you know him for if you don't watch boxing? And we all been in circles where when we talk about boxing, people are like, I ain't watched since Muhammad. I ain't watched since Ray Leonard. I ain't watched since Tyson. I ain't watched since, Holyfield. I mean, it wasn't a slight to him. They thought Bud Crawford was Kendrick Lamar. So I mean, they don't know these guys, bro. I mean, I'm gonna put it like this. My man, Brad is a TikTok superstar. If you held a picture up of any of these boxers one day with all those beautiful young ladies that you work with, I could bet you $1 million gazillion they wouldn't know who these brothers were. I bet they wouldn't
Not
know.
one of
Not one.
them.
So and that's what made me laugh when I hear these dudes say they're box office stars. They're not. Say what you want about Tank. We already know, he does some terrible things, but they know that dude. They know that dude. You know how many times when I'm out and about, we doing stuff for VVO Sports TV, and people say, yo, what's going on with Tank? What is Tank coming back? We miss Tank. The guys I was sitting by was like, man, I wish Tank was here. And I just laughed at myself. They don't know Tank ain't fought in 2 years. I mean, they don't know Devin. My dude, Murat Gassiev, who I've been screaming his praises, he had a fight. Nobody knew anything about the fight but me and maybe my homie Bruce Gas. Nobody cared because nobody knows these guys. And I mean, it's just an ongoing thing, man. Like, these guys are fooling themselves. Nobody know no Shakur. He look like a regular light-skinned dude with curly hair at the fight. He don't even look like nobody, bro. He don't. Who would you think if you see him? I would think it's another light-skinned dude that's getting some money. That's it, bro.
Right.
That's it.
Simple as that.
But let me ask
Shout
you
out
this,
to
though.
Blue pulling up. I see you,
Let
Blue.
me ask you this, though, B-Love. Now, you an avid boxing. I would say, man, you one of these guys who's a social media connoisseur. Tell me this.
At this point, yeah.
Is it just me? But can anybody from you, and you got a huge audience on TikTok, could anybody on your TikTok tell us who's a champion in boxing right now? Could anybody? Out of all the thousands of followers you got, can anybody tell us from your TikTok following who is the champion in boxing right now?
No. They not one. Maybe they probably know Tank. They may know Ryan, but that's about it. I mean, from a casual fan perspective,
I'm
especially
back.
like the ladies. I can't hear BVO no more. Can you hear BVO, Mark?
I cannot.
But yeah.
BVU.
But yeah, the casuals, man, the ladies, they know who in the media. I mean, they probably get whiplash when they think about Tank. You know, I mean, that's about it. Like, it's just that's just how it go. I don't know why they is talking about. Mark, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh.
I guess B3 Picks couldn't hear me. I can hear you, B3 Picks. You couldn't hear
Yeah.
me?
It's me and you, Mark. I'm back in here. Salute to the good brother Toledo Trees. Hey, listen, the link is in the chat.
I'm back in.
Hold
Ain't gonna
on,
like that.
Blue. We not gonna do that. BVO was just here, and you didn't pull. You should have pulled up on him. The link been in the chat. You should have pulled up on him and asked him. It's over now. I didn't hear. He must have said something funny that me and Mark didn't hear. Mark, you with me? He said, "Why is
Yeah,
this
I'm with you.
individual
I
not
hear
keeping his
you, but
real
no, I
fans?
remember that
$100 bet.
$100.
$100 for what? Blue? I thought
You
y'all
don't
already
remember?
settled that
I think
bet.
it was for the
Nasty word.
You can't hear me, B3?
That's terrible. Now I can't hear Marky.
Y'all can't hear can y'all hear me?
Man, listen, keep that stuff friendly. I mean, even me and Mark, like, we put something on a fantasy fight. You know, Tank versus Devin, fight that'll never happen. We got a big wage on that. I got a few of the good brothers. You know, I'm with Errol. They with
You
Tim
don't
Zoo.
remember? I think it was for the
So
it was
we
either for
got that
the
and that's locked in.
it was either for the trio
We listen, I'm excited for
Shakur.
that. Marky, can you hear me?
I can hear
What
you.
up?
Can you hear me?
Blue
What
Hustle.
up, Marky? What up, Marky? What
Blue,
up? What's up,
can
Big
you
Manny
hear
Three?
said
me?
10-4.
Yeah. I can hear you
Hold
Set
on,
fine.
up B3 picks to go
let me
and come back.
let me get on this laptop real quick.
Hey, check this out. Um,
Tell
uh,
the story, Blue. Tell the story,
so check
Blue.
this out. He was on Cam J's stuff popping this shit, right? I hopped up on there. I hopped
All
up
right,
on there and
I
asked him
can hear
straight up.
y'all now.
Yeah, what's up with you, Big Three?
What's good,
What's
Blue?
good with you, fam? I appreciate you putting it up. He ignored it too the whole time you put it up there in front of his face. So that's why I said That's why I said that's some faulty stuff. So what I've been doing is chasing him around whenever I see him, letting it be known he owe me money. He trying to act like he a solid dude, but he ain't. He owes somebody some. Listen, bro, dude ain't solid at all. You're 100% fake. He been owing me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Acting like he about to take care of me and ain't did nothing. So just like he seen it, he knew what was up. And then when you dropped the link, I was sitting there and I didn't even see that you dropped the link just yet. Otherwise, I would have hopped up there quick enough to say something. But he would have just hopped off like usual. Because that's what he did to the other day too. He ignored me. And everybody was like, whoa, like he didn't even say nothing. Like, oh, because I was on him when I hopped up there. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just
Well,
that's
Damn.
just that's sad, bro. You know that fight was how long ago? And he, you know
hold
what
on.
I'm
Which
Which
saying?
fight was
fight?
this
Which fight
again,
was it?
Blue?
That was the Chio and Shakur
Oh man, I
fight.
can't believe that dummy actually bet on that fight.
Yeah, remember
Mark,
he
we
was
not gonna
feeling
do all
himself.
that. Y'all doing too much
Yeah,
now.
but I'm
Listen,
not listen, I'm
that
not name
was
calling. Yeah, I'm not name calling, but I am pointing it out there. He was feeling himself. He's the one that pushed the bet. He's the one that opened his mouth and said he wanted to bet. You see what I'm saying? I just confirmed it and I
No,
agreed to it. So
I got absolute love for BVO. That's my guy. My thing is anybody. I say it's about anybody who bet on Shakur, who bet on T.O. to beat Shakur Stevenson is not a smart individual. Period. That's all I say about that. BVO already know I got love for him.
huh?
that was a horrible bet. You know,
Yeah.
That's what I'm
so, I
saying.
mean, that was a terrible decision. Yeah, that
Nah,
wasn't it.
Horrible,
he ain't nah he
horrible
not
decision.
he yeah, he ain't messing with me because the whole time he didn't
Let
pay it. Man said he was gonna take care of me and never did it. And I ain't at first I wasn't talking no crap to him, nothing, bro. I'm talking to him behind the scenes, everything seemed kosher, he gonna take care of me. And then next thing you know, he just started ignoring me. He started ignoring me whenever I say what's up to him. And I wasn't even trying to be on that type of time. But when you start acting like that, that's when I'm like, and it's been months upon months. Now I'm like, now I just gotta show who your real character is because that's not okay. I would never do that. If I owed you, I would pay you, bro. And that's just what it is.
yeah,
There ain't no
yeah,
excuse.
definitely, Blue. I'm with you on that. And
Cause
listen,
you know how
I'm
I get
hoping
down.
that y'all.
If I'd have lost that bet, what do you think I would have did?
Yeah, you'd have made sure you came up with it.
Thank you. That's just what it is. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I believe in
it just
honor, man. I believe in honor. I
yeah
pay my bets.
yeah.
You know.
Karma's a mug. Karma's a mother. Karma's real, bro. You know I believe in that. So you know, doing to others you want them to do to you. That's a fact. I ain't never did that man wrong. You know what I'm saying, or anything. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna keep on moving and shucking and jiving on them. But nah,
Y'all,
what's up?
y'all, y'all finished or y'all done?
Nah, let me ask you this, and shout out to you, Blue. I haven't been able to talk to you since
Hey,
your
hey,
guy.
hold on, one second. B3. Blue. I just texted BBO. He said he gonna pay you Friday. He said he had to jump off for something that wasn't concerned that didn't have nothing to do with you. But the man told me he'll pay you Friday. I'll drop my number in the back chat and
Have
I'll
him
try
send
to
this
facilitate
what
this
he
for
can
you.
do. He can send you the money, then you can send it to me if you don't mind.
You got
That just
Apple
makes it
Pay?
better.
You got
Yeah,
Apple Pay?
I got yeah,
Okay, I'll put
no,
my
I got
number in the
square and
back
everything.
chat. You send me a text, okay?
Okay, I got you.
Cause my brother BBO, he see like in my experience with him, he an honorable guy in terms of paying bread.
Uh,
So I don't want his name to get dragged out here like this
you know,
for
so,
for something that might be a misunderstanding. I don't know. I'm not saying you lying, Blue. I'm not saying that at all. It could be the
nah, I ain't
case.
doing that.
He might be
Yeah,
ducking and dodging for at least for a little bit.
yeah, I ain't got no reason to lie. Look, B3 knows I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? There's people that came forward and said it was true. You know, the
Hey,
bet happened,
listen,
but
that money gonna get paid. Shout out to BVO. He said he gonna come through with it. I mean, man, when did they fight in February? No, no, they fought the end of January. Damn,
Oh
nasty
man, if
work.
he
It's
didn't
been
have it
six
all at
months.
one time, I mean, if you don't
It's
got it
been
all at
180
one time, man.
days.
If you don't got it all at one time, man, be a man. Talk to the dude and set up a payment plan. $25
yeah,
every
do
2 weeks, every
something.
payday, man. Come on now.
Yeah, don't just leave me hanging. You know what I mean? That's all.
Listen, that's the right thing to do. Like, hey, appreciate all the members and supporters of the channel because Marky, y'all know how Marky has swindled his way into a friendly 50. And I had a deep
You already know.
over a whole bunch of college football and all type of BS that I had to
Yeah,
work
betting
that I had
against
to pay
Fernando
y'all.
Mendoza.
Yeah, that was some goofball stuff. So
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
just
watch
need.
when you put your neck out there on these bets
Yeah,
because like you said,
Marky
we ain't
done.
going
I think
nowhere. Like YouTube ain't going nowhere. Our channel's not going
Nope,
nowhere. So
nope.
I think
we
I
they
still
go.
got the footage of Indiana versus Penn State, and B3 was just talking the most like just nasty crap about Mendoza. And I said, bet that friendly 10, he gonna win this game, put the ball in the end zone. And that nigga B3 Pickens was
Marky,
cursing me all the way to the end of the episode, man. Mendoza
Mark,
get
you
it.
know Marky
Trying to
like
get
he's
me to bet on Conor McGregor. Thank God I dodged that bullet.
yeah, man, exactly. Do not do yeah. Connor is a hold on. We got to get into this. I want to get into
I
Shakur.
don't get
Shout out to
into
my brother
anything.
Job pulling up and irony. Appreciate y'all,
Jarrell Hardy, how you doing, brother? God bless you. Great to see you.
man.
What's
Good
up,
with you.
Ernie? What's
God
up,
bless
John?
you. God bless
What's up,
all of
John?
y'all.
Appreciate you, Job, man. Good brother here. Good, great brothers on the panel. I love this. But before we get back into Conor McGregor, that cash grab, let's talk to Blue. Blue, Shakur, man, signing the Zuffa.
Uh,
What fights are we looking at? What fights can we expect from Shakur? And
Maybe
is it true that he got a $60 million plus deal?
I
Break it
don't know
down.
what he got. I don't know what he got when it comes to the funds, but I will say this though, you know, if all I all I'm concerned about is if he can get the fights that his first fight and the second fight. So it's looking like it's going to be Ryo. I think it's going to be Ryo his first fight.
yeah, me too.
I don't think that he's going to be able to pull off the Devin fight for some reason. Right, at least not right now. Maybe at the end of his contract they might fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I guess he's out to make an announcement, Devin. But other than that, I see that. I mean, it could be Ryan could be in there too. You know what I mean? At 144 or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what's
For
going
the
on.
Devin Haney announcement, are you expecting Devin to announce he's going to Zuffa, or do you
Yeah,
believe
that's
Devin
at
is
least
going
I
to
expect.
announce he's fighting Keyshawn Davis?
No, I think he's just gonna announce where he's going, and then he probably. I mean, if he throws in there he's fighting Keyshawn Davis, that's just what it is. But I mean, the point is though, he should just be instead of letting the fight go to first bid, he needs to just buckle down, and they need to come to an agreement between him and Keyshawn about the money, so that the way they both can win and make more money than what they want to make. You see what I'm saying? They come to an agreement. You know,
Yeah, it's
they
probably
trying to
gonna
say.
go to first bid. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. You good. You good. I think that it is gonna go to the first bid, and then if that happens, I hate to say this, Devin might just pull out. Depends on, how much money is being kicked. So, I mean, they put up. So he might just drop that belt.
I,
And if he does that, he should have just said he should have just basically made it known where he. I mean, that's what he could be doing right now. And then he could probably be trying to go into negotiations straight with Shakur to fight. You know what I'm saying? If he drops the belt like that, but I know people are trying to say that he's scared of Devin. I mean, of Keyshawn. I don't believe it. What I believe is that he just feels like he ain't gonna get the most money. You have to understand nowadays, it's all about the money with these fighters, man. They're prize fighters at the end of the day, and they're trying to make as much money as they can. That's why they was trying to box. They was trying to pressure Shakur to sign in the contract. You see what I'm saying? Instead of having him drop his belt. But
But see,
like
when you done
Shakur,
had all the belts, Blue, it's about you right. It's about getting that money.
well,
It's
yeah.
prize
What
fighting.
I
He the
say,
brother that had all of them.
I like the idea of it going to person bid just so we can see what the market really uh thinks
it's
about
one.
in terms
Yeah,
of dollars,
it's
what they
worth.
really think about a Keyshawn Davis versus Devin Haney fight. So
But see,
I
the thing
kind of
about it
I
is
like it.
Keyshawn's going to be in the gold, and pretty much because this would be the most about money he's made. Period. You see what I'm saying? So I think for Keyshawn, it's a good thing, no matter what. You know. But when it comes to Devin, I see that it's to him. He might not. I don't think he's looking at it as a good thing. He's looking at it as, man, I'm not gonna get the most money, and I want to maximize my money. That's what I just believe it is. It's just politics. That's why I'm not really hating on Devin at all. I'm just looking at it as he's trying to make the best decision when it comes to money loss right now.
Nah, it'd be some real like I think he would drop that belt if Top Rank
Yeah,
came
that's
in and bought and took that fight over for like 2 million, $3 million. If it went for $2 million, that means Devin Haney will only get like $1 million and some change. So
yeah.
yeah, he probably would drop the belt if it went for that. But
But see, that's
I,
why that's what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to hog the channel. That's what I was getting to. I don't agree with him waiting until the last minute. I see why he wants to do it, but I feel like if you do, you can kind of tell that you ain't gonna get that much money. You see what I'm saying? So you should just push the issue and just drop the belt to fight Shakur and get the money that you want. You know what I mean? The one that you want, because that's gonna be the most money right there. And he's available to fight right now. So
Yeah, if that fight is on the table, man, we still got to see because Shakur keep talking about 20 pounds this and all this weight stuff. That stuff is
No
corny, man.
nut Stevenson.
We just trying to see the fight, man. Ja, how you feeling today, man? Talk to us.
I'm feeling good
Oh,
today.
I,
I'm
nothing
motivated, you know
on.
what I'm saying? What you
what up,
say?
y'all?
What's good with you? So I think with the Zuffa thing, like I don't think Zuffa gonna sign Devin and Shakur. I don't think Devin gonna announce that because I think that's too much of a risk for them to sign both of them. It's really already going against what Zuffa say they stand for, like because the styles of Devin and Shakur, like.
Yeah,
So the only thing Shakur using it, they just a lick, just like Turkey a lick. Like they want to come spend all their money, like go ahead and spend it there. You ain't getting nothing for it though, just to look silly. That you got hit by some youngins, some young boxer just hitting you up for all your money the same way they did Turkey. And then Shakur probably promising them all types of stuff. Like, oh, I could get Keyshawn to sign with you. I could get Abdullah to sign with you. He like, oh, you gonna have to get a piece of the tank fight when I get a piece of the tank fight. But like, why they gonna give him 60 million for how many fights? Damn sure not one, unless it's
I'll probably
tank.
be like three.
That's probably
Might
the
be three
only.
fights or so.
That's probably an offer. Like, well, this
What do you
this
think? Like
deal
three
is
or four fights,
complete.
y'all?
I think
no,
that
more like
I
five to
think
Definitely
six.
not.
no,
Definitely
I
not three
think it's
fight. That'd be $20 million per fight. They ain't paying Shakur that.
no,
Well, that's
man.
why
I
I
think
said three
it's
or
one
four.
fight. It's one fight. It's Tank. He's saying Tank definitely gonna fight him, cause Oshaki and Keyshawn and Tank the only ones that fight Shakur right now. But that's probably what they banking on. Like we only need that one fight with Tank, cause besides the money that they bringing in, they gonna get a lot of eyes on that fight, and that'll make their network actually mean something to the world. Like, oh, what's this Zuffa network that got Tank on there? Like the same way that
Exactly.
the other networks they want to get a piece of that Tank money too. So
Hey,
they
Yes,
hey,
going
sir.
John, can
all
I ask you a question?
what?
And when I ask you this question, I'm not trying to like, I'm messing with you, but I want to ask you the question anyway. How do you know that he can't really want that fight with him, bro? Like, I heard what you
Tank
said. You
a
sound
real
pretty.
the difference between Tank like I grew up around Tank, you feel me? So like I know that
What you
Tank
mean? What you
really
mean by that?
that I
Like,
grew
you
up
know him?
around Tank.
Yeah, you know him.
Like I can't claim that I know somebody because in modern days, knowing somebody is like controversial or stuff.
They
But like
slap box before Blue, so they know each other well
we
enough. Go ahead,
we
Ja.
spent the night at the same house when we was kids. I know him that well. Like, but we not
Yeah.
like best friends or nothing. But
Yeah,
like
but y'all
so
don't know anything like boxing wise.
I know I'm from Baltimore, he from Baltimore. Like I know that he fight anybody. It don't have
I
to
mean,
be
back
for
in the day,
money or
yeah, he
not.
could fight anybody, but think about it. He
Nah,
was
he the
ambitious.
same
He had
person that he
determination.
always been to me.
I'm
Like
just messing with you,
he's
bro.
still the
I'm messing with
same person when it comes to where you from. Like Shakur, he a fighter too, but
you. Yep, yep.
he don't come from that. Like he always had somewhere to stay, food to eat, clothes to wear, stuff like that. Somebody giving a damn about him. Like Tank,
Yeah,
he want them
yeah.
fights. Like them the biggest fights. Like what else he got to do? Look at who Tank is. Like he probably the most uh celebrity type of boxer. Like what else do he got to do? Just fight everybody they want you to fight. Like that
And get the most and get paid the most money for it.
that's
Yeah, I
history.
mean,
That's this this
I got
happened the
big hopes
same
for
way in
him.
history. What else you think he gonna do? He gonna fight
Well,
all the fights you want to see, unless somebody slip out of there like Devin. But Devin, he desperate for it. That's the same thing. Bill and Shakur and them doing the same thing. Like, oh, whoever get the tank fight first, Zuffa going to run with them. 'Cause that's all they need is somebody signing Zuffa and get a fight with Tank. But they gonna have to negotiate separately, just like You feel me? Yo
No,
sitting here going to court. Everybody was trying. That's the only boxer I ever heard people say, like, don't talk about him. Like, niggas still be talking about Muhammad Ali and all of them. Like, Tank guy go to court. They're like, don't talk about Tank. He don't box no more. Like, talk about everybody boxing.
Now that's
man,
a
I
So I
don't
great
think
know.
point.
I don't know.
Like
that's
what
But
all I
fight?
think.
Hold
I
on, Ja.
think
Let me ask Ja
Shakur
this real
bluff
quick.
Shakur bluffing. He only signed with Zuffa so they could get a piece of the Tank money. And they probably gave him something up front. Like, yo, we give you this up front. Stay with us. Get the Tank. It's all about getting a Tank fight with Zuffa. That's why I think when it comes to Shakur. Because Shakur not their style. Like, he don't bang it out.
Right. Tom and Jerry. Exactly.
oh, hold on.
Um,
So
What you
let
was
me ask
gonna
y'all
ask
something.
me though?
I was gonna
Well,
ask you about Tank and Devin. You know, Tank did call out Devin on X on Twitter the other day. Do you feel like that fight can still happen? Do you still want to see that fight?
Yeah, I still want to see it. It should happen at the lowest weight possible. That's where
I prefer Tank and Shakur personally, as opposed to Tank and
I
Devin.
want
yeah.
both of those. But
No,
I
I want
rather
both
see
too.
Devin
Yeah.
than Tank and
Yeah, I'm with you.
Shakur. I rather just Tank beat Shakur just for the recognition. But like
Right.
an
Right.
actual
Thank you.
fight that I want to see Devin and Tank fight. Cause Tank
That's more interesting to you than
way more
I'm
interesting. Like
okay.
we know they
I
going to
like it.
actually fight. Like they going to fight. And Tank,
Hey,
it's like when he
Yeah.
fought Barrios, he was fighting a big dude. It looked cool when somebody short beat somebody that's tall. Like that
Yeah,
just looked
the
cool.
same
no,
thing
I'm
with
gonna tell
Santa
you.
Cruz and he's fought a few big dudes, Santa Cruz as well, and
Yeah,
I
he went
forget
to
the other guy.
130 to fight Santa Cruz, and Santa
Yeah,
Cruz was bigger than him though.
super
His
big.
punching
Super
I'm
big.
power is
telling
just bigger
y'all
than
right
that.
now. It will if Tank ever hop in the ring with Shakur, Tank gonna be in for a real fight. I'm telling you this right now, and he's
Tank is
gonna be
What
gonna
you
first
mean
ever.
decapitate
real?
that
You
boy,
mean
man. Tank is
I
gonna
feel like a
I'm
real
decapitate
talking
that
about
like
brother.
because he's
I
gonna
feel
box
like
him.
he gonna be
Shakur
in
gonna
for
take him.
real competition though, but a fight
Yeah,
is different. No,
a
a
fight
fight
is
is
gonna break
different
out, and
though.
listen. I'm just telling you. I believe this is just my opinion when it comes down to it. Just about this. Shakur has a lot more dog than what you. I think you just underestimate his dog. And I'm telling you, I believe that Shakur, he's gonna he's exudes confidence when it comes to fighting Tank. You see what I'm saying?
I
So
think you
I think
just
that
wishing on a
Mm,
star though, like
no, I'm
because
not. I'm not
you don't got
because I
nothing to
called out the
prove
situation.
that.
Hold on. We all it's all speculation. We all know this. You see what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I just like you can give your opinion, I can give my opinion, and that's all I'm doing, Ja. That's all I'm
I'm
not
not
saying
trying to
that your
stop
opinion
you.
is wrong.
I'm
You know?
trying to like just say something to your opinion. I
Yeah.
ain't
No, it's
trying to
all
stop
good.
your
It's all
opinion
good.
though. Like it's good that you got that opinion. That way, when I say my opinion, then you could know like when you hear that
Yeah.
real stuff. You
Yeah,
feel
just like I want you to hear that real stuff too. We both want to
Man,
hear your
I ain't gonna hold you, Ja.
me?
A
You
lot of
feel me?
people been Coach Eddie, Mr. Moore, and others. They don't want to see the fight. They said Debo. They saying Devin is really Debo picking on little guys. I don't. I mean, I think that's
And
disgusting. What you about to say, Mark? What
I
you think
mean,
about that?
no, those are the same guys who picked Brian Norman to knock out Devin. I don't even want to hear that nonsense.
They
they just
did.
like to complain though. That's something. That's one of they like
Exactly.
to
They're a
do.
bunch of old men.
Yeah, it's like the same
Oh, this
thing
ain't the
he's
this
saying
ain't like
about
back in the '80s
his opinion. Like
or the '20s or the '30s. Now back in my days in the '20s, the 1920s, man, that was the best era about. Bunch of old men.
Right.
1920s. Holy
So
shit.
so y'all so nobody on this channel y'all don't feel like Devin is too
Ridiculous
big
irony.
for Shakur or Tank.
Don't
no,
Say
believe what?
again?
I'm sorry.
Devin
Don't
is
believe
not
what?
too big for Tank, but that's obvious because look at like people want Tank to fight people that be campaigning at 154. Devin is obviously too big for Shakur though, because Shakur could have fought him twice by now this year. Like, so he gotta
Mm.
be
Do
because he
you
too
think
big.
Yeah,
Shakur
Shakur can
lacks the
still make
nuts Ja.
Yes.
For now, though, so how I see Shakur, I
For
wanted to
now.
speak on that. I wanted to speak on that. Like, I think he got his grown man strength, but I think he just didn't grow up. Like, when you gotta grow up to really have that grown man strength. Like, you gotta, you can't have the patience. Like, so he gotta really hurt these people fast, and he gonna start doing it once he. But I wouldn't advise him to wait until Tank to start. Like what's bro who was just talking? He
Hey,
Blue.
got the smooth talk,
mm,
blue,
Blue.
blue
yeah.
hustle. He's saying like, oh, Tank gonna be in for a real fight, but he know he really want to say it the other way. Like
No, it's
Shakur
a fight
gonna
on
be.
both ends. Look, it's a fight
Hold
on
on,
both ends.
let me
Yeah.
land. Like it's just my
Mm-hmm.
opinion. You feel me? So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I would feel like what you really want to say, but you just try and be respectful to Shakur's. Like Shakur's gonna be in for a real fight. A real fight's gonna break out. Cause Tank always gonna break out a real fight. Shakur, if he got the option not to, he's going to do it. Like he did excellent versus T.O., but you could see he's still a little boy. Like you don't scare nobody. Like you're not about to hurt me. You about to try to outpoint me. Like boy, I'm trying to kill you. Like that's the difference.
Shakur versus Devin, Ja.
That's the same thing. Like it just Tank on a higher level than Devin. Like Devin, he'd actually be wanting to go in there trying to kill his opponent, but he know that he ain't hitting like that. Like he got that speedy. He good at outpointing. He fucking around could outpoint Shakur, but he fucking around walk. Oh, excuse my language. He messing around could outpoint Shakur, but choose to walk him down. Cause Devin got that pride, that boxing pride in that way. Like he a dummy. He gonna go in there and go out on his shield. Like as a compliment, he a dummy in there as a fighter. Shakur, he a genius. Like he too smart. He too smart for his own good. He ain't never even put himself in a fight. Like Abdullah, he got more experience in that way than Shakur already. Cause he
Yes.
put himself in
Yes.
those positions. Like
More than
Shakur,
once. More than once.
and you
Yeah.
look at Shakur fight and look at Crawford trying to like coach him and cheer him on while they fighting. That's the difference, man. Shakur, you gotta go through something. Like Tank Ben
Exactly.
went through that as a child. Like it's been done. That been Shakur ain't
No,
never
but
been
even
through that
even
yet.
even his contemporaries, ja, like even like in the ring, even his contemporaries, Devin, Tank, Ryan, Teofimo, they've all been
Keyshawn,
in tough. Keyshawn as well. We've seen them all in tough situations in the ring that they've had to adjust and come out on top of. Except for him.
yeah, I feel like he the only reason that we still got this he say she say stuff in our environment, like just talking about boxing. Only cause Shakur ain't fight yet. Like everybody else been in a fight or Tank got that draw, but like you gotta pretend like
Because let me
everybody
say,
didn't fight nobody because Shakur didn't fight nobody. Like he got opponents, but he didn't actually fight them.
right.
He
And
just
let me say
outscored
one
them.
more thing. And let me say one more thing. You don't want that tough moment to come at the Tank Davis fight. You want that tough moment to come in another fight so you know yourself, you know what you can do and stuff like that. Because you don't want your first setback to be a Tank left hook. Because I don't know, it might get dicey for you.
Everybody there?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know why
Oh,
everybody's
okay.
quiet.
Yeah. But no, I mean, but irony. Getting
Mhm.
hit with that left hook, you never know. The best might come out of Shakur Stevenson.
Right,
Like
right. But you don't know
with
until you know, right?
it did with Hector Camacho against Edwin Rosario in that
Hmm.
great fight that they had, where he was
Absolutely, man.
hurt to his boots in that 11th round, and he had to go out there and survive that 12th. So I want to see that from Shakur Stevenson.
Me too.
I would like to have some evidence for which I could stop calling Shakur No Nut Stevenson. I would
Right,
like
but
to
look
see
at
it.
Abdullah, for example, Marky. Then, like Abdullah, we already know because he already had it with Johan Vasquez, to a degree with Sam Noakes, and to a degree with Albert Bell. So we already kind of know. With Shakur, I would like to see it against Rayo, against somebody else before Tank, because if I mean, bro, Tank Davis, I mean, say whatever you like about him, he's the Terminator, bro. Okay, so if I don't know. I don't want if I'm in Shakur's camp. I don't want that moment. I don't want to find out at the Tank Davis fight. Is what I'm saying. I don't want to find out then. I prefer to have like a warm up first of that. What am I trying to say? Of that bad moment. Like of that setback. Because by the time that comes, if you're used to one way traffic all the time as he's used to, I mean, we've seen this before, bro. We've seen boxers anytime they step up where they used to, just 12-0ing people. They step up and all of a sudden they get hit, and that's the end of it, bro.
You know
Like,
something? Muhammad Ali, he had to take some, or excuse me, Cassius Clay
exact,
before becoming Muhammad Ali.
yeah, Sonny
You know,
Banks, Henry
Henry
Cooper,
Cooper,
yeah, you name it.
Doug
So by the
Jones.
time
A
Joe
lot of people
Frazier came
said Doug
along,
Jones beat out Cassius Clay. You
yes,
know, then when he got in there with Sonny Liston, what we see, we saw the best come out because he was
exactly.
experienced.
I would love to
Bro, I
see
gotta bring
Tank
this
go
up,
in
Blue.
there and just smash Shakur,
That's a great example, Marky
but
Dan.
it's not smart though for Shakur. Like,
But Shakur is just gonna box him.
you
I
can't
don't
get
know
away
that
with that as a grown man. Like, you can't get away
people
with
gonna
that,
hate
man.
it. He gonna be right. I don't think he can win a decision like that against Tank. I don't think.
I
I
don't
don't
No,
think
think
he
they're gonna
will
Floyd,
either.
score him.
Floyd ain't win.
What?
Floyd ain't win
Hold on.
that
What did y'all
way.
just
Cause
say?
like, hold on, let me say one thing real quick. Floyd ain't win that way. The way that against top opponents, like if it's Shakur
Yeah,
versus Tank, like when Floyd fought Zab Judah, he didn't try to dance around and just outscore him.
yeah.
And plus, he earned
And
his way to be able to do that. Like Tank did that. Like he earned his way to be able to. I wanted
yeah,
him to just box Lamont like Floyd did later in his career, because he deserved to be able to do that. Like Shakur and Devin doing that, they first fight, like trying to like treat it like you Floyd later in his career, and then he not gonna get away with that. With like he can't get away with that with Devin, he can't get away with that with Keyshawn, he can't get away with that with Abdullah, he can't get away with that with Tank. Like, oh, I'm gonna just outbox him. Like what?
yeah. Sooner or later, bro,
But
somebody
that's
gonna
hold on,
answer
hold on,
you.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Like,
I
yeah,
keep hearing people do this and say this that Floyd or Pretty Boy or before he became money after the Hatton fights that he never fought like that. That's just not true. We got two Castillo fights to show you he fought like that. The
yeah.
Dominican he fought after Castillo at lightweight. He fought like that.
I said I said he
I ain't
earned
gonna
his
even bring
way.
up the
He
huh?
I said he earned his way to fight like that. When he fighting like
Well,
that, he already in a position where he's the guy that they want to beat. How you gonna go in the ring trying to beat the guy that everybody want to beat, and you waiting for him to try to punch you first?
But you don't
but
Like
think
you,
I
it's
disagree
Shakur
with
like
you though. I
challenging. It's
disagree
like
with you though,
challenging.
John.
Hold on, listen to the analogy. It's like challenging the toughest kid on the block to a fight. And then y'all get to the fight and y'all squared up and you like, only way I'm gonna fight if you swing first. Like, yo, you challenged him, yo. Swing. Like, go ahead and swing, yo.
yeah.
Like that's how Shakur and them is. They
Yeah.
get in there, they gonna be like, Lamont got in there with Tank and got the best credit in the world for a draw because he got in there to challenge the man that everybody want to beat, and he waited on him, so he didn't get knocked out because he waited on Tank the whole fight. So now everybody giving him a round of applause for that. Like, it's y'all fault.
I
I
don't
don't
agree with
blame the
that at all.
That's
promoters.
not
I
Let
don't
entirely
Blue.
blame
true,
the
Ja.
promoters. I don't blame the
Come
fighters.
on.
I blame y'all. Like, y'all give Shakur credit. I been saying y'all give Shakur the credit that he never proved. Like, he been
No,
pound
not
for
me.
pound number one for
Lamont, but
y'all.
hold on, Lamont was
No,
putting
he
hands
been
on
pound
Tank.
for pound number one for y'all. He ain't had to fight
No,
nobody.
not for me.
He
I
ain't
got
had to
into it.
do nothing in the fight.
I got
He can
Shakur
do
over anyway,
the
man.
same the
Of course
same
you do.
thing
Well,
everybody
yeah,
do.
you a
That
hater. We know that.
No, I'm just an American. And
No.
shout out, and
You
I
hate
believe in hitting and not getting hit.
you hate the A side.
In a way
You
has
hate
like a
Mr. A
permanent
side
like
anyway.
mat on the side of his face when his head was like laying on the mat. I think like Luis Neary and a whole bunch of other little
Yeah,
motherfuckers put
because
him
when you
in.
fight
But when
actual
you talk
people, you
about
get
Yeah, that's
Shakur,
what
you get
happens
yeah,
when you
now
fight real
Tiafimo,
people,
now
bro.
Tiafimo's not an actual person, a
That's what
two-time
happens
lineal.
when you
That ain't
fight real
nobody that
people,
could
B3.
challenge
That's what
Shakur
happens when you
Stevenson.
fight real people, you know.
Exactly, that's the point. So a two-time lineal. What two-time lineal has Inoue fought?
Bantamweight and
None
What
of them.
two-time
None of
lineal
them.
has Inoue fought?
Bro, stop
None.
with these questions.
Inoue fought
Like
Taguchi. Inoue fought
not gonna
Taguchi at
happen, bro.
108,
Taguchi.
and
These dudes ain't tier. These not pound for
Cool
pound
Boy.
guys.
He fought Cool
Any
Boy Fulton
anyway,
at
B3.
122. That's two. Boy, stop hate.
You know,
I got
the
your
thing with
boy.
B3, you'll need to understand B3, in order to be number one, you have to be born in the USA.
Ask you who this nigga on that land.
I think you just gotta be number one,
You
man. Straight up.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this,
know,
man. I believe that
so
this is
yeah.
gonna be a fight. I don't think that Tank really wants to fight. When I hear him saying
No
that,
looks.
didn't he say that he considered? Didn't he say he wanted to fight? That he still wanted to fight Shakur
Hold on, Blue. This
late
guy
just
is literally
recently.
calling Shakur No Nut Stevenson. Address this nigga Mark, cause Mark he acting
Thank you,
like
Mark.
Shakur ain't moved through 4 divisions, and then everybody was putting Zapata up there, and what Shakur do to Zapata?
Cepeda's one-on-one
Look,
with
I never
Kevin
one
put
thing
I
I
him
Farmer,
gotta
can't
you know?
say,
believe y'all
bro,
keep
nowhere.
giving
one
this
thing,
Zapata stuff. Like he not no
Yeah.
Marcos
All of a
Maidana,
sudden,
yo.
Cepeda became like the GOAT Mexican fighter or something overnight. I don't know.
Yeah,
Listen,
Exactly.
he was the
like
number. He was the
out.
one. He was the number one at 135 for about 4 sanctioning bodies,
Mm-hmm.
You
and
don't remember
Shakur
when
washed him.
Tevin
Hold
Farmer
on,
put hands
B3, did
hold on,
Shakur
irony.
tell Oshaki
Tevin
Foster that if he
Farmer.
beats Ray Ford, he'll fight him?
Tevin
Yes or no? Did he say that? Yes or no?
what?
Did he told Oshaki that if he beats Ray Ford, he'll fight him? Did he say that? Yes or no, B3?
He
yeah,
did.
he did say that, but the
Okay,
politics
thank you
of
very
boxing
much.
that doesn't mean he can stop
Oh,
dropping
but
roaches to fight a
one
person.
second. William Zapata got hands put on him by Tevin Farmer in both fights. I thought Tevin Farmer beat William Zapata in
Me too.
both of those fights. Who
he
You
William
talking about
literally
Zapata?
you talking about a
The
phenomenal Philly
best
fighter.
opponent that William Zapata ever
Will
beat was
Zapata
that
just too
dude
little. Like,
who
come
was
on,
robbed
yo.
against Cambosis. That's about it.
Come on,
Man,
man.
if y'all don't get off this,
They're
if
gonna
y'all
do
don't get off
anything to
the,
You
if
know
y'all
what
don't
discredit
get
y'all
off the
don't
Shakur,
gas
man.
trying to make it seem like
you know what
that
y'all don't keep
that
it real on though. Look, Shakur could get outboxed by Devin or Tank or Keyshawn. Like what y'all don't see that as a possibility? Like he not
No,
faster or slicker than none of them.
that's not true.
You don't think he got no possibility to get outboxed by Devin, Tank, or
No,
Keyshawn?
no.
Not even possible.
Maybe Devin, because that's the only way I see Devin.
man, he
Like Devin
ain't
could win
Just
that
cause you
fight.
see
But
what
against
Devin
Tank,
do, like
no.
so that mean you
Tank
don't
got to
got
stop him.
no
Devin
like
is not
and I
outboxing Shakur.
no
B3, I got a
disrespect. Like
question for you. Doesn't
if
it
you don't
bother
see
you
Hold
a
on
that
one
as
little
second,
a
bit?
irony. Hold on one second, irony.
if you don't see that as a possibility, then you don't really got a keen boxing eye. Like not even possible.
How many fights have we seen with Tank Davis
Nah,
where he's
bro.
losing the like 6 of the first 8 rounds easily?
Yeah.
Barrios,
We gonna chalk that up to
the
opinion though.
Hector
Like
No,
Garcia,
but
Nah,
B3, I
Lamont
got a
man,
question
Rose.
for
you
you.
he's a
you
slow
just said
starter.
you
He's
don't
a
see
slow
a
starter,
chance.
John.
Hold
You
on,
just
guys.
said you don't see a
B3,
chance in
doesn't
any of
it
them
bother you just a
outboxing
little
him.
bit that
I
Shakur
can't
No,
fights
I
respect
don't see a
that you
everybody
score
except
in
the
the
ones that he
rounds
want
with.
Tank
them to
outboxing him.
fight with?
Hold on, y'all. We're gonna finish this. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Irony, my bad.
I got a question for you, bro. Doesn't it bother you just a little bit that Shakur fights everybody except the guys that we really want him to fight?
Yeah, just a little
No
bit.
nuts.
And the last
Just
thing
a
that I'm
A
saying,
little.
y'all not
little
keeping
bit.
it real on. Look, this the last
Yeah.
thing y'all don't
I
keep it
blame
real
Jay
on.
Prince in the business of boxing, though, not Shakur.
Yeah, everybody
No,
except
I
for
Look
him,
blame
at
the
though.
that.
lack of
I blame
nuts.
Shakur. He grown. Like
Yeah.
he want to be Jay Prince instead of Muhammad Ali. Like I ain't mad at him for that, but I blame him. He a grown man. Like come
Thank
on,
you.
yo.
Thank
But
you.
look, this
Who's
the
the A
other thing
side,
y'all
y'all?
don't keep.
Devin or
He's
Shakur?
a grown man trying to have a
Devin.
fight,
Hold
and a
on.
lot of these
Let me
fighters don't
say
want to
one
fight
thing
him.
and then answer that. Like this the other thing y'all don't keep it real on. Like the only reason
Y'all.
that we even give Shakur that y'all is for trigger effect, just to keep the
I
conversation
know.
going. But only reason we talk Shakur up like that and give him the credit for Zapata and all this other stuff is cause we we trying to find somebody who could challenge Tank, which is the best at those weight divisions. That's the only
Yes.
reason we talk about all these other fighters the way we do is to
Tank
compare them to
Davis ain't
Tank
want to fight in
I
two
to
years.
disagree with
Nobody
you,
compare
worried
Josh.
to
about him.
compare him to Tank to
I
be like
disagree with you,
somebody
Sam.
this who could beat Tank. Like that's all it's about. Like, oh, Shakur got that style. I think that style could beat Tank. That's the
Tank
only
ain't
reason
Tank
And
giving
you
them
need
ain't
all
to
that,
call
want
it
yo.
out.
Tank
B3,
ain't
you
want
need
to
to call
fight
it out,
in
bro,
2 years.
because you
Ain't
got no
nobody worried
business
about
saying
Tank,
And
that
boy.
USA runs boxing when people operate like this. Like, you need to
and
call this guy out too, man. Like, if you're gonna say that you're the best, you actually need to act
Hmm.
like the best. You know, you actually need to do that. It's not
I
good
See,
enough
but
to
agree.
that's
just
it.
say that you're the
That's where
best.
you
You know,
missing it. Irony
Devin
is
the
that
A side though.
all our guys is multiple division champions. Doing and
congratulations.
listen, yeah, like with your guy, I mean,
Fighting
he doing
nobody.
extremely well. Who is Inoue fighting, bro?
You're
Like
He
joking,
ain't
let's
right?
knock it
fighting
You're
off.
nobody.
joking, right?
He's
You're
The
fighting.
He
joking,
He's
right?
biggest
fought
because he
fighting.
one
talk
Hold on. Hold
guy.
about
on one
He
second. Hold on one second. This guy B3 picks continuing to
a
slander
old
Master Inoue
Inoue,
name.
Say that
I
again.
got
a
I got
old
a friendly
Donaire.
50. I got a friendly 50 right now. I could prove that
You mean like Benavides fighting an old zurdo?
Chocolatito
You
and
mean like
Estrada
Benavides
duck
fighting an old
Master
zurdo
Inoue.
like that? You mean like that? Like Benavides fighting an old
Huh?
zurdo like that?
Huh?
I got a better question. Like, how come a black American fighter give anyway his most credit on his resume though?
Yeah, how come Tank
He not
Davis said
even
Yeah,
he
that's
that's
his
true.
dream
Cool
fight?
Boy not even one of
Yeah.
our top fighters though. Like he might
That's
be in the
cap.
top 10, top 15. He not top five.
Cool
Like
boy,
that.
hold on. Two of the
That's who in a way
champions,
get his biggest credit from is
two
Cool
of the
Boy. Like
And
champions,
everybody
wh-
want to
two
see
of the
Inoue go up
champions
to
at
fight Tank too.
126 right now were
which
beating
is
bitches for
Well,
fights
not
another
on
now,
black
John.
YouTube.
Now it's
American.
Nakatani. Now it's
That's
Nakatani,
another
John.
People wanted
that's
to see
another
Inoue
black
fight
American,
Shushu
yo.
also, but
Nobody know
Shushu's
Nakatani,
last.
Arnie.
But
I'm not
hold on,
saying it for
B3,
By
that reason.
nobody,
B3.
you mean you. By nobody, you mean you, right?
Yeah.
Nakatani, one of my favorite fighters. I'm just being
He
real.
got knockout of the year,
The
though. I
people
know
don't
that.
Yeah,
He
know
got
him.
knockout of the year, though.
But
He
He got
Bam
knockout
right
of the
here
year,
he
is
though.
begging
fought
for a
a
fight with him, right?
Caucasian Australian, Irony. I mean, he's not.
Bro,
Come
why do
on,
you keep
we
bringing up
talking
people's
about
skin
black.
color,
We
bro? It
talking
doesn't
about black
matter, man.
American boxing. We talking about
Well,
the
hold
best versus
on.
the best.
What
I'm
the
just
We
hell does
not
that
saying
have
talking
to
I'm
do with
that.
about.
skin
We
color?
not
Yeah,
talking
I
about
don't
these
get it.
run of
that's
the
what I'm
mill
I don't
saying
understand
too.
guys.
this.
You feel me?
Are we talking
Listen,
about
don't get
boxing or are we
emotional.
talking
Hold
about
on, hold on. We
fights?
gotta keep it real. We can't get emotional. Like we talking about the best versus the best.
Let's
We
keep
Yeah,
it
and y'all
real.
bringing
you
up
can leave the skin color out of that,
random ass
bro.
And
Nobody has
Australian
to take that
dudes.
anyway. Like,
Like
anyway,
Andrew
Now,
biggest
hold
Maloney
on.
fight.
is Andrew Maloney is
Yeah,
straight
B3.
regular.
Now,
These
B3, let me
regular
say
anyway,
degular
something.
ass fighters.
you think
his
like
biggest
you
Who the
think
fight
if
is
hell
a
is
Shakur
black
was
Oscar
American.
Hispanic,
Garcia?
you think if Shakur was Hispanic, I wouldn't be saying exactly the same thing, bro. Seriously,
No,
like,
no,
come
I
But
on,
hold
think
on, hold
buddy.
I
on.
think
Now,
no.
If
Wait,
he was
let
all
me
Puerto
tell you what I
Rican,
think.
Bro, I've been saying
Let me
that
and a
for
fourth
let me
division
Berlanga,
champion.
for Verdejo. Bro,
I
I
don't know.
call
Now I
people
don't know,
out. I don't give a
irony.
damn if you were born next to me.
If Shakur Stevenson was an Argentinian,
I'm
you'd
not that
probably be
easy.
man, you'd be all over him. That's all I say about
Of
that.
no
course, you should
no
hear
the
me talk about Monson,
no
bro. You should hear me
There you
talk about
go.
Carlos
There
Yeah,
Monson,
you
bro.
go.
so you
Come on,
biased
man.
towards Argentinians. But
no
I
here, that's
have
the
Marky.
thing.
family. I have
Hey
Listen.
family
Mark,
from Argentina, but that doesn't make me miss the forest for the trees, though. Like
no
I
no
gotta
let
call
me
shit out, bro.
let me drop a real one on y'all. You know what? If it wasn't no black American fighters in boxing, then boxing would be sanctioned. They have medical benefits, but because they can't do nothing about black Americans, they not sanctioning. They letting the mob still
Wow.
take care of it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mm,
look. Yeah, what I'm
yeah.
saying, you can't say nothing
Yeah.
to that. That
The way I
boxing will
look
be
at it, bro, you're
sanctioned.
not you're
Come
not a
on,
I don't
true
agree
yo.
with
real
that.
one.
It'll
Listen,
be like football with a U.
listen.
If
You
black
you're not a
Americans
true
wasn't
real
in the
one.
sport.
In my opinion, you're
Mm.
not a true real one until you call out your own people. Let me put it to you that way. I
But
don't
But
we
put
the
a
should
1
way
on
if
how
you.
we
beach
when we
but
make that
irony, the
statement,
way
we should
how
leave out black people because like we always gotta call
Oh my
ourselves out.
goodness.
We gotta call
but
ourselves out
irony.
24/7.
But irony, the stuff
Yeah.
that B3 Picks does against a Japanese fighter, who by the
Yeah.
way is the A
What do I
side of
do,
everything,
man? This is
the A
quit
side,
He
holding this
thinks he
dude's
everything
thinks it's
was
Pearl
coattail,
Harbor.
man.
Hold on.
Y'all
160
B3 thinks it's
brothers
pounds.
Pearl
always
Harbor.
we over here talking about Shakur and you
You
on a
brought him
line
up,
about
boy.
Inouye.
You brought
B3
him
got
up.
stuck in
You
Pearl
brought him
Harbor,
up. It
bro.
was
bro.
We
capping.
never
He's
hear
talking
about
Pearl
no
Harbor,
other
bro.
race. We never hear about no other race calling their people out.
That's capping.
What?
What do you
That's
mean?
not
Man,
Who?
how
cap.
they
Give
had
me
to
some
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
examples.
hold on.
Like we
How
never
many
hear about
Mexican
like
legends
How many Mexican legends
What did Canelo
consistently
say? Oh, I'm
say
not gonna
that
Bro,
fight
do
Canelo
another
you
don't
have
got no
Mexican.
any
nuts?
idea
We
the
never
Canelo
amount
hear
of
literally came out
about.
and
Canelo
said he
Only
haters
wasn't
time
fighting no
we
in
more
hear
Mexicans.
about
Mexico?
call your own people out is when it's just about black people. Like,
Do you
Oh
have
yeah. Oh,
any
you know. And
idea
look, hold
how
on, hold
many
on. You
haters
should hear what the
Canelo got in
UK say about
Mexico? Do you
us.
have any idea?
Listen, the UK says this. Oh, y'all
Come
don't
on,
have no
man.
that's the
domestic
point.
dust
That's the
ups.
point. Don't
They
nobody got no idea about calling nobody else out but black people. That's the point.
No, I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying Canelo got more
why
haters
you
than
look
lovers
at
in
what they're doing
Mexico.
right now in the
And
sport
I
of
know that for a
boxing.
He
fact.
got more haters and lovers cause he did what
Whoa.
he broke the rules because he
I
not
know,
supposed
I know,
they supposed to be
I
treating
know.
him the same way they doing Benavidez. That's why they give
Chavez.
him the hate they give him.
No. It's because of Chavez. It's not
No,
because of Medan. Bro, I speak with
He get
Mexicans. I mean,
treated. No, I'm saying my perspective.
okay.
Chavez, he get treated how he supposed to get treated as a Mexican, but Canelo is looked at the
That shit
same
pretty
way they
funny.
look at Benavidez. That's why he get treated the way he get treated.
A little
Cause
bit, yeah, a little
he
bit.
got
A
Oh,
little
red
bit, yeah.
hair. He must be mixed with something else.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they treat him that way.
It's a little more
well,
to
hold
it,
And,
but
on,
and
it's
hold
he
So
part
on,
of
so
it.
still
hold
hold
and
on,
he
on,
still
hold on,
don't
hold
he
It's
on.
still don't get called out the
it's not
same way
everything about
that a
the
lower
how you look,
level,
man.
like if Tank get called out the same way Canelo get called out, that makes sense, right? They big stars like that. But you could have somebody like Abdullah right now. If he did stuff like Canelo do, he ain't gonna get away with it. They gonna pick him apart like Boots. He a good example. He shouldn't be
Yeah.
getting the hard time that he getting when they keep saying he didn't do nothing, he ain't
Right,
fight
like we're not
36 and
nobody.
0,
talking about
32
black
KOs.
American fighters. We're
Why he
just
get
talking about
so
one
many?
dude that's named Shakur Stevenson. Like I'm not
No,
talking
I
about
was just
Boots
talking about that
or
But see,
for a
that's what I'm
second.
saying,
I
Ari.
ain't
You
stuck
got
on that.
y'all being biased towards Shakur, and I'll tell you why.
because he didn't
See,
fought nobody.
yeah.
so that, but Tio's nobody.
Tio
No,
got beat by George Kambosos, bro.
Shakur
Please,
biased in a
please,
He
positive
had
way.
one
Like
lung.
come
I
on,
like how
man.
they treating Shakur because he came
Yeah,
in
this
as an
girl got took.
Olympian. He
And
came in
everybody
as an
know he lost to
Olympian.
Sandor Martin as well. You're gonna act
Marky,
like
you
he didn't lose
sick.
to
That's true.
Sandor
He got
Martin,
outclassed.
G3?
He got
You gonna tell me
outclassed
Yeah,
that?
by
yeah, he
Sandor
lost to
Martin.
Sandor.
Come on, man.
Who lost to
So Tio,
Sandor?
So Tio's not a quality win.
Well,
It's a good win,
So
it's
down. So
but
average.
so
it
if
ain't.
It's
that,
It
average.
ain't no. It ain't no.
oh,
It ain't no. Hold on, a second. It ain't no Stephen Fulton.
Nobody was asking for
It ain't
that
no
fight.
Stephen Fulton.
Nobody, and there's a reason
Hold
for
on, y'all.
that.
Hold on. Let me say something real quick though. Now
It
I
ain't
was
no
just trying to say
Stephen
this about,
Fulton.
but
Oh my
Hell
hold on. What
yeah,
I'm
God.
saying was when it
that's
comes
what I'm
down to it,
saying,
man.
bro.
In a
That's
way,
the anything to boost in a
can y'all
way.
hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Go ahead, Blue Cook.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
we hear you,
Um,
but I'm not hearing this cap coming out of this dude. B3 picks. Two of the
all right.
champions of 126 right now was
Mark,
beaten
go
and
So
climb a
hold on.
mango
outclassed
So
tree,
hold
by
on.
boy.
Cool Boy
So
Fulton.
hold on. So hold on. So
Don't
Shoo
talk to
Shoo,
what?
everybody wanted to basically see the Shoo Shoo fight anyway, right? But with this last performance, man, I'm like, I don't know if Shoo Shoo really. I mean, styles may fight, so I
Oh
can't say
my
that.
God. That don't make no sense with your perspective. The way you look at Shushu and Anyway and the way you look at Shakur and Tank is baffling to me.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know
is
why you
it
put Shakur has nothing to do with the situation when it
you
comes to
said the
anyway.
way
So what I'm
Shushu
saying,
fought last fight. That's
yes,
why I'm
yes.
saying that.
So what am I
That's what
saying
you
then?
said you didn't know.
Since you
So
go
that's
cut me,
why I told you
nah. What I'm
why.
saying is
I
this.
didn't even hear everything. Hold on, let Blue finish. I didn't hear
I
Yeah,
everything
you
he was
just
listening.
cut
saying.
me off on one little
I'm
tangent. You know what
listening
I'm
to
saying?
you. We just
You know
chopping
this.
Yeah,
up
but
You
you gotta
on
talking,
your
Ja?
bro, you gotta let me finish,
it's just
Ja.
a run on
Ja,
sentence. I just
Ja, Ja.
Be
Let me finish,
organized
respectful, Ja.
it.
man.
Come on.
I
Let me
am.
finish, Ja.
I ain't
Okay, thank you.
disrespecting.
No, I'm not saying that. Just let me finish though. So what I'm saying is this: like I just said, styles make fights, and that could be the possibility of just a situation where maybe Shushu didn't take the gentleman serious. He gassed a little bit, and that's why he went through what he went through, and the latter end of the round. But other than that, I just feel like I was kind of high. I'm still high on Shushu, but I just want to make sure. I want to see that fight, but right now I'm leaning towards it's like a 50-50 because at first I was saying anyway that Shushu can beat anyway. You see what I'm saying? That's just how I felt at first.
Wow.
But now I'm starting to feel like it'll be a good fight. You see what I'm saying? It'll be a good damn fight. And I still would go for Shushu though.
Nah, why
Put
would
the
it be a
bottle
good fight
down,
though?
Blue. Put the
Why
Now,
would
bottle
it be a
down, Blue.
why won't you
why
do
would
the
it be a
same
good fight,
thing
man?
for Shakur Stevenson? You see how you do with Inoue, like he needs to move up, he needs to do this, he needs to fight this guy, he needs to fight that guy. How about we do the same thing for Shakur Stevenson? How about that?
Yeah,
Well, I'm okay with him moving up to
1,000%.
147.
Irony.
Well,
Right?
all right.
Like how
So how
about we
about
do the
What
this?
make
exact
you
How
same
like
about
thing
this?
for
Shakur?
Shakur
Hold on,
Like,
hold
Stevenson?
on,
How
what
hold
you
about
on. No,
that?
like?
no, no. You're
What you
right.
like
No,
about
no. I got you.
Shakur?
No, hold on. You're right, Irony. Shakur is the youngest four division champion too. Also, you do know that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
No,
So
but
when you
irony.
sit there and
Watch,
say,
watch what they're
so,
gonna
oh,
do.
hold on. When
Good.
you sit there and say
I
that
don't
he's
live
not
by the
moving up and
headlines like
fighting
that,
these
bro.
fighters, when he's not fighting these fighters, he's actually doing that. He's the youngest four division fighter. Now you
I,
ask him already. Hold on, let me finish.
yeah.
He just came out of his one fight out of 140, right? Now you want him to move up to 147 immediately and fight somebody else? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I didn't say that. No, not the
Or are you
47.
insinuating
I
that?
got 8 names. I have 8 names that I want him to fight. I'm good with the 2 of them. And I can
Damn,
name to you
8.
right now. I can name them to you right now.
He had 20
Oshaki
in his
Foster,
20s. Of course, he won 8 names.
Murataya, Lamont Roach, Tank Davis, that's 4. Keyshawn Davis, 5. Devin Haney, 6. Gary Antoine Russell, 7. And I keep forgetting
Yeah.
You see?
My
None of those dudes,
my
outside of
daughter
Devin,
want to
none of
say
those
hi,
dudes
y'all.
are 47. None of those
Is
dudes are
that 8
47.
people who he didn't fight
My
at his
daughter wants to
same
say hi,
weight?
y'all. Hold on. My daughter wants to say hi. Go ahead. Here you
God bless.
Hi, baby.
God bless.
Oh, baby blue.
Say it
Appreciate you.
again.
Man,
How come y'all don't never
I
answer
can't
none
even
of
say
my
anything
questions
anymore.
straightforward though? Like, how come y'all
Because you
always
don't
gotta
ask straightforward questions,
how come
Doc.
y'all always gotta go somewhere else or like talk about
Who?
something else? Like, cause I'm trying to tell you, like, you brought up Shushu style and him fighting anyway. Like, why you can't see that those same qualities if Shakur and Tank fight? It's similar styles. Styles make
Well, you
fight.
believe. So
I
hold
don't
on.
think
You believe in your favorite.
Shushu is
Soon
not
as,
You believe.
anywhere near the level of Shakur. That's number
So
one.
you believe. So Jaw, you believe that
do you
Tank
think
is gonna sit there
Keyshawn not
and
nowhere near
beat
the level of
you?
Shakur too?
Hold on. You
Because a
believe that
lot of
No, I
people
Tank
were
wouldn't
can
say
beat
that.
saying
Shakur
that.
easy, right, Jaw?
Say,
Do you
ask
believe
me
that?
again. Do I
And Blue,
believe
let me
what?
tell you one thing when I can. I'll go ahead. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
want to
go
Jaw,
say
ahead,
do
one
you
King.
more thing
believe
to
that?
Blue.
Jaw, do you believe that Tank can beat Shakur easily, right? That's what it seems like.
If you saying easily, that's just a possibility. Like he could catch Shakur
No, I'm asking what
fast.
you
Yeah, I wouldn't
believe. I'm
say
asking
easy.
what your belief.
I'm
What's your
Personally, I
belief?
telling
wouldn't
you.
say
Give me your
I'm
opinion.
telling you though. Like I'm telling you what it is. Like if I'm gonna say believe, I'm just saying that as a pot. Like he could beat him easily. Shakur, I
So he can.
respect Shakur as a fighter. Like I don't think Shakur easy pickings or nothing like that. If that's answering what you're trying to ask me. Like I respect Shakur as a top fighter. I always did.
So
Like ever
Tank will
since I
Tank
seen
will
him fight.
struggle, or it's going to be a struggle for Tank,
I don't
or it's going
know.
to be
That's
easy.
what I mean by a possibility. It could be an easy fight.
But you
Yeah, it
see, I'm
could
saying the
be.
same thing. But see, hold on, I'm thinking the
You
same thing that
you
you're
saying
thinking.
it you
You
thinking
feel
it'll
like
be
how
an
you feel
easy
about
fight for anyway versus Shushu?
no. What I'm saying is when it comes to Shakur and Tank, I believe that the fight could be an easy fight. But I also believe he could probably go through some adversity too. You see what I'm
Honestly,
saying?
like he can the I like and that's a good one that you brought up because that's controversial. Like I honestly think it's impossible for Shakur to have an easy fight with Tank. Like he could make it look easy, but for it to actually be easy, hell no. It's not easy to stay away from somebody for 12 rounds. What's like 36 minutes, right? It's not easy to do that. So no way Shakur gonna have an easy fight. But Tank could just in
Right.
the first couple of rounds, he could just maul Shakur, catch him when he jumps straight back. And
Tank
because
ain't the fastest starter out
other
there,
other
though.
Tank's faster than the fighters that Shakur fought, and he way more crafty. Like so,
Yeah, but Tank
Shakur
usually
jumping
takes a
Well,
straight.
you
couple
could
of
say the
rounds
same
to,
thing about
download
Shakur,
Shakur.
all
information
right,
and
y'all being rude now.
like
Like, come on, y'all.
Hey, you gonna live.
Y'all can't even stop yourself from talking. If I give y'all a chance, like I gotta say, like I ain't done yet, or let me land. Like, go ahead though. I forgot what I was saying.
Go
no,
ahead,
I
Aaron. You
was
could.
actually like adding to your to what you're saying. I was saying, okay, I want to say something to Blue, but let me just say this first. Like, I think Tank has the habit of as other fighters do,
Mhm.
to take a few rounds, to like assess his opponent and download information, and he goes from there,
That's
right?
not proven, yo. That's just a
Well,
opinion that people try and state as a
okay. Well, do
fact.
you
Like
agree? Do you
that he
agree that he did
losing
that against Frank
rounds the
Martin?
whole time. I think he was losing. That's the only fight I could for sure say
I'm
like he
not.
was
I'm not
losing
saying there's a
early.
good or bad. Okay, I'm not saying there's a good big thing or a bad thing. I'm saying
I'm
that
just
he.
saying I disagree that he be
Okay.
losing them early rounds.
Okay. Could be. Could be.
Judges
Um.
disagree. Other people disagree with that too. Like I ain't
Okay.
the only one
Maybe.
that
Maybe I'm
disagree with
thinking
that.
that he has the habit. Maybe he doesn't have the habit. Maybe I said that wrong. Okay. Maybe he does that sometimes. Depends on the opponent. Okay. So I'll give you the benefit
In
of
the
the doubt there.
swing rounds, they could go any way. They just be catching
Yeah.
each other with jabs. Like y'all must have gave Lamont every swing round. Like
Now, Blue, let me say this. I don't see the need for Shakur to move at 47 any more than I see the need for Inoue to move at 26. Now, the reason why I don't see the need for Shakur to move at 47, first of all, 140 is much more interesting as a division than 47 is right now. I don't think that can be debated, right? Like 40 is
Yeah,
one of
I
the
agree with
deepest
that.
divisions, right? So, you
Yeah.
got Dalton Smith, you got Puello, you got Russell, so on and so forth. Um, but in the case of Inoue, same thing. Like you got the Bam fight looming. Like you're gonna go at 20 and 26 where there's four champions. Don't they have to
Not
unify
only that,
first?
you got the
Like,
Nakatani rematch. That's big money.
yeah, I mean those fights to me, like I'll give props to Shushu because he at least said that he wanted to unify, even though Figueroa is fighting. Who's he fighting? He's fighting somebody. I don't know. He's not a champion, but I think he's. Who's he fighting again? I can't remember, but he's
Probably one
gonna
of the
defend his
PBC
title.
boys.
Yeah. So we'll see. Because 126, they gotta get going with the unifications, man. Not for nothing. They've had four champions forever in that division. Like I can't
Not
remember the
not the
last time.
Johnny rematch.
That's big money,
I
for
thought
the
I
K
want to
anybody
see
side.
it for the fight.
any way fight is big money. Uh, we just don't want to see any headbutts in the
Ain't nobody worried about what you want to see.
intentional
It's about the
headbutts.
Japanese market, punk.
Yeah, but they
What
promoting it in the
what
U.S.
you like
market.
about anyway though, Marky? Like
Who
why you
there?
like anyway? Like
I
personally,
like
That's why you breaking up.
you breaking up now.
Go
Besides
back
that, like
inside,
you
Yeah,
saying
it's
he
breaking up.
entertaining, like don't just generalize it though. Like
No,
man.
I mean I
Listen,
can tell
like
you. I can give
that
you
wasn't I
my
just very
perspective.
specific about what I liked.
I'm only
man,
asking
you
Marky
man, you
because
broke
he
up,
a he a diehard anyway
Island
fan,
boy,
so I
Oh,
want to see. I thought he liked him
I
because
said,
he.
because he's a Jap. That's why you fell off, man. Tell Marky to get his toes out the sand and go back inside. Let's see if he's good now.
I like the speed. I like the combination punching. I love the footwork, and goddamn it, I love the power. I like when he put dudes straight to sleep. Nasty.
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay.
Gay.
He ain't got no one hitter quitters, man.
I know.
He didn't have no one hitter quitter against your boy, cool boy Steph. He didn't have no one hitter quitter against your boy, Luis Neri. Let B3 tell it. He broke a dude's back when he hit him in the body, Blue. That's Joe Lewis type of stuff.
But if that's a requirement, you are beyond cooked because Shakur Stevenson. I mean, seriously. I mean, I mean, if you're gonna talk about one
My
hitter
only
quitter,
my only requirement
No, I'm just talking shit
is
because the
to
way
is
he's saying
clean
that he
clean and
knocking
Hey,
effective
watch
okay,
your
you
boxing.
cussing,
did you
Blue.
did it
Watch your cussing,
nicely
Blue.
though. I appreciate that.
he ain't knocking nobody out one hit walking in the first round. Wow. He ain't doing nothing like
Man,
What
I
you
remember
what you
when he
talking
fought
about?
This not
Payano in the
UFC.
Super Six tournament.
that.
Straight to
Oh,
bed.
okay.
It was nasty. I
Hey
remember when
fellas,
he
I
went to
gotta go, so I
Scotland and he
appreciate
fought
y'all. And Blue, nice to meet you, bro. I don't
Appreciate you,
think I've been
Yeah,
here
Arnie.
you
Hey,
with
too,
you
hey,
man. You
Blue,
before.
how
too.
you see it
Good
been?
stuff,
Peace
man.
and blessings, Arnie. How
Make
you
sure
see
y'all
it been
follow
You
easy
Arnie
too,
for
boxing.
brother.
Shakur?
You too.
What'd you
How
say?
how you how you feel
What
see it
happened?
being easy for Shakur? Like based off of what I said about not
Well, I
being
can see him out
easy.
boxing him.
th-
When you can't hit somebody, you get frustrated. And we've seen that Tank can get frustrated just a little bit when he fought Lamont Roach. You see what I'm saying? He went through a
But
little
do you
adversity.
agree
And
that that would just be making it look easy and not actually being easy for Tank specifically? Cause I feel like Shakur was easy. I meant
I can
Tio
I tell
was
you where the
easy.
hate come
I
from.
meant to say Tio. Tio was easy. Like, but I just
Easy
think
work.
it won't
But
happen
that's
for
the.
Tank.
Easy work.
But in my opinion, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna look easy. And just in my opinion, he's gonna
No,
frustrate
just
him
look
when he
easy.
can't
Look
hit somebody.
easy is different. That's what. But do you
Yeah,
think he can actually make it easy like he did with Tio with Tank?
I do think so. I think he can. I guess I
That
do.
make me think
I think he
that
can frustrate him.
when you
I do believe he can
analyzing
frustrate him.
that make me think when you analyze and think that you being biased. Like the same way I think
No,
Marcus
no,
gotta
no,
be
I'm not.
being biased when it come to Tank too. If he say it's not even a possibility that Tank could outbox anybody
Let
in
me
his
ask you
weight.
this, Blue.
He
I didn't
starts
say
out real slow.
anybody. I said
Tank, you know.
Shakur.
Let me
Yeah,
ask
but
you
he
this,
he
Blue.
he starts
Is the
out
tank
slow.
that fought Frank Martin the same as the tank that fought Lamont Roach?
Mm, no, man. I mean, you just I don't know. I can lean
For
towards
that
no,
fight, it
but
don't even matter because Frank was
yeah,
just a puppy for real.
yeah, because he wasn't ready
Frank
for
was
that
just a
fight.
skilled puppy. Like he was a very skilled puppy.
It's not even close. The focus, the shape that Tank was in. I mean, of course, we know Lamont is more seasoned
Of
and
course,
yeah,
yeah.
I say more skilled, but Tank actually was focused. He didn't have a lot of out of the ring issues to deal with. So
Thank
like
you
that's what I'm saying.
since
If Tank,
Since Albright did what he did with Frank, do y'all think that Tank would stop Albright? How y'all see that?
I think Tank could stop
mm,
Albright. Uh,
yeah, probably more than likely.
I
Yeah,
see Tank stopping Albright probably 6-7. And Albright
Mm.
did that thing to
probably.
Frank Martin. I don't know what
about
Lamont do
eight.
with. I feel like Lamont had just a tough time as Albright versus Frank Martin.
Well, Aubrey could have won that fight though. He technically, and a lot of people thought won that fight.
It should have
You
been a.
know.
It was a draw, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a draw.
It should have ran it back
But
by now.
he would have. I mean, but I'm not mad
And
about it
it
being
should have
a
been
draw
a
though.
dub for Lamont Roach if Cockeye Willie wasn't corrupt and got some money in his pocket.
Whoa.
I think that was
Nah,
a
not no
very. I
whoa.
think that was a very good draw. It's more about Tank than it is about Lamont for me. Like Lamont was obviously not going to do nothing to push the gas and make sure he got the win. It was up to
Bro, he was
Tank.
doing it the
You
whole
didn't
time.
see Lamont Roach
What are you
wobble
talking
Tank a
about? You
couple
see, you're being
times.
I
biased
I
right
could
now, Josh.
literally I could literally
You're
watch the
being
fight with y'all
biased.
and explain everything I'm saying. Like
Nah, I don't want to watch
I'm
no
being
fights with you,
totally
Josh.
I'm being totally genuine, yeah. I'm being totally genuine.
That's the thing
Lamont
that
Roach,
scared me though, Josh.
his whole game plan for fighting Tank that fight was to mirror him. So he waited on Tank though. He had no choice. He had to wait on Tank the whole time. And he couldn't push the gas like he couldn't push
Just being honest, I didn't see
because
Tank push the gas in that fight
he would have
either.
no, Tank didn't push the gas at all in that fight, but the times that the gas was pushed even a little bit, it was Tank initiating it.
I don't agree with that at all. There
No,
was
no, he was walking
multiple
him
moments
down,
in that
bro. He was
fight
walking him
where we saw
down.
Lamar Roach.
Lamont was doing
Hold on, Blue. There
Lamont
was
was doing the
multiple moments
crowd
in that
thing the
fight
whole
where we
time.
saw what?
Lamont
Wow,
was Lamont
you
was
being, in my opinion, you're being biased a
you
little bit,
just
brother.
saying I'm being biased without no explanation. Like I could explain if I'm saying somebody
Go,
else
No,
being
the statements
biased.
on its face are biased. You said Lamar
thank
Roach
you.
didn't press the
You
gas in that
just
fight.
flat out saying it's biased without no explanation.
Go ahead, and
My
reassure me
my
that it's being biased.
Man, hell, man.
Yeah, like I got an explanation for why I feel the way I feel, and if I
I'm
say that
listening.
somebody else being biased, I got an explanation on why I think they
Okay,
being
we
biased.
listening, my brother. We
You just
listening.
flat out saying I'm being biased just to say it, like, cause it's about Tank. But
It's
that's
all good,
what I
but we
saw
waiting.
in the
I want to
fight.
hear what you got to say.
I said it. I saw that Lamont Roach mirrored Tank in the fight. He don't usually fight like that. And I would have never gave him the W. He would have only earned a draw for me. Like Tank, he earned a draw for himself. He
And
didn't push the gas enough.
what
And
is the
Lamont,
corrupt
what I meant by
referee?
riding the crowd, that's what I meant. You wanted to probably know what I meant by that. Like he was just going off of the crowd surprised if he doing as good as he doing. That's all he was trying to maintain for the whole fight.
And
I don't
what
believe
if
that.
we had
I
and what
don't
if
agree.
we actually had a fair referee instead of a corrupt cockeyed Willie in the ring that night?
Man, he won. If it wasn't, if it was somebody else and not Tank in that,
No, I'm talking
then
about the
then it.
referee.
We love that referee. That's the one who be in all the memes and
Man,
he
I
be
don't
all
love men.
excited when
I don't love
somebody
men
get.
who hurt my
He said it
father.
I
right.
lo-
We
I
And
as
God,
a
love
and
Tank
I love
God's
fan,
all
going
of
in three
God's
he
different
said it right.
creation.
directions.
I
He
love
said it
all of
right.
God's
We as a
creations. Like
listen, we as Tank fans. That's what
you
he
don't
talking
have to
about when he
start
said
talking homo because we talking about Tank. You don't gotta have nothing homo involved in the conversation. Like, let's
oh
see.
no,
That's a
ain't nothing
challenge.
homo about what I
That's a
just said.
challenge. Like, have a conversation about Tank without saying something homo in
I
that
mean, he a sassy
conversation.
guy by on his own, so I don't even gotta say
See
nothing
that
Yeah,
about
we
him.
don't gotta put
it's a
nothing on
challenge. Cause some people on other channels they can't stop the whole time. They outrageously saying homo stuff. Like, and it don't even be having nothing to do with Tank. So that's already throw me off when
He
people
said
be
he had
saying that.
grease in his eye.
Which is like it's a but everybody overlooking that
But
what he did was legal. If he got grease in
Charles,
his eye,
what?
if he got grease in his eye, he could do what he did
You
without getting
can't. No,
counted
you
for a
cannot. You
knockdown.
cannot take a knee and then not get a knockdown call. What are you talking about,
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's
Hold on,
special
hold on,
bro?
hold on.
Nah,
Let me
this is
run it. I
what we
think I got
talking
the
about.
video.
it's
This
spe-
is
I think
it's
what
I
we
got the
special
talking about.
video.
circumstance. It's special circumstances you could do it, yeah.
What?
High target in the.
Y'all upset, but that's the
He
rules.
did. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roachling was right. He took a knee. He took a knee. What is he doing?
He forgot his. It's gotta be a knockdown.
What in the world is happening?
Took a knee. He's got to count.
Listen to me. I understand. If you take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right? Back up. Back up.
You take a knee like that, it looked like a knockdown, and the
Hold
man
on.
even started counting.
What did Shakur getting
Yeah.
pieced up had to do with that? Well,
You see,
like,
this is what
yeah,
we
though.
talking. Now you changing the
Hey,
subject
Calm down.
don't
Like,
move
why
the
y'all
goalpost.
getting
Don't
emotional?
move the
I just wanted
goalpost.
to speak on the clip. I
because
just
you
watched it.
said like you
At the end
say
of the clip,
ridiculous
Shakur was
things.
getting pieced up, so I spoke
You're
on that
saying
real quick.
Yeah, but
outrageous
at the
I'm
end of
things.
the
not.
clip,
Do y'all
hey,
want to end the conversation or cause y'all getting
we
No,
keeping
emotional?
we
it
on your
going.
I
You
ass.
know,
We putting you in
I
that
know when
like how we
somebody
that
get
seen
grease.
emotional
Tank
with
taking
me
a
and
knee.
I know when somebody get emotional with me and we just having a conversation that they trying to end it. Cause you
Oh,
already
you ain't
know.
Man,
wrong, because I know
whatever.
Yeah,
ain't
yeah. Like,
nobody
so
Grease
let me
trying to end
boy,
say what
nothing.
I'm saying.
if Grease
I
boy
let y'all
Davis,
get
if
emotional.
Grease
So now
boy
let me.
Davis, if Grease boy Davis had a fair
Mhm.
referee in that ring that night, he would have lost because
That's
they
it.
would have
That was
called the
a fair
knockdown.
referee. So
That
this
was a
how I
fair
see.
referee.
That
Get out of
wasn't
here,
fair,
dude.
bro. That
How
wasn't
can
fair. He
I
didn't
can't
call a
even say
knockdown.
nothing,
He
yo.
didn't
Like,
DQ him. He didn't DQ
You've
him. He
been
how
called
doing
is
him
this for
y'all
a
over
not
long
and
time,
got
John.
how is
assistance
y'all
from his
not
corner.
biased? How is y'all not biased and I can't say nothing
How
if
are
y'all
you?
get tricked? Once y'all get triggered, it's like, all right, John, you've been
You're
talking for too
biased. You're
long.
biased
It's
because
only
you
been
just
like a
watched a
minute.
referee. You just watched your favorite fighter take a knee. The referee start counting. He walks up to your favorite fighter and says, "Oh, that looked like a knockdown. Don't do that again. Come on, man. We trying to get the bread. We trying to get the bread." And you saying that's a fair referee? You're outrageous,
So
John. You're
so
an
so
outrageous guy.
Hold on,
why
hold on.
you
I'm
get
just
to
gonna say
say
this.
why you get to speak on it and I don't?
Without the knee, Tank wins, and that would piss people off even more. Tank would have
Good.
literally won that fight without that knee. That's
Now
a
y'all got crickets because y'all
That's a
can't
bunch of
say
cap.
nothing. Y'all can't say nothing back to that. I know
As a
one judge
matter
Marky.
of
scored it for
fact,
Tank.
That
victory.
The other
that
two
was
had it a
too.
draw.
That took you too long to say that was cat, Marky. That's a tell that you got. Like,
What are you
As a
talking
matter
ain't
of
about?
no,
fact, B3.
ain't
As a
no.
matter
I'm
of
talking
fact,
about
B3
Marky
fakes.
and his tells.
Those two
Like, ain't
judges,
no way he
those
waited
two
that
judges
long to
that
say that's
gave Tank
cat.
Davis the fight, those two judges that gave Tank Davis the fight, they scored that round that he took the knee in for Tank. So if he had a 10-8 round for Lamont Roach, there's no question Tank Davis would have lost. Y'all up here capping
Why do
for
y'all
Grease
be
Boy.
mad? Why do y'all
Caping
be
for
mad
Grease Boy.
if I trust judges over y'all?
Cause you just remember that the I just said without the knee, Tank would have won. Because of the knee, they called it a draw.
That's
No, they didn't count
that's
that
what you're
knee.
missing.
They didn't count that
They
knee.
did.
That don't even make sense.
Well,
B3 picks.
Yeah, they didn't count that knee, bro.
so
They
hold
didn't
on.
count that knee.
So you gonna trust some BS or just an opinion, or you gonna trust Tank and what he say? The actual guy that's in the ring.
Am I gonna
He
trust
literally
Bricks boy?
he literally told you out of his mouth that they called it a draw because of the knee controversy.
No,
He's
he
not
didn't know
lying. He's
though.
not
Man, I
lying
don't
to
give
you.
a damn
They
what
And
he
don't.
one of
said.
the
They
I don't
don't.
judges
He
scored
didn't
it
care.
for
know,
Tank.
bro. He didn't
Without
know.
the
He
knee
said he
controversy,
said
Tank would have won, and he probably would have won unanimous.
Look,
nah 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 nah
they
nah
don't have to
nah. That's not
score it on
true.
the
That's not true.
scorecards. They don't have
That'd
to
have been an
score it
even
on the
more egregious.
scorecards to
That'd have been an
penalize them
even more
for it.
egregious robbery if that was the case.
No,
B3. That'd have
Tank
been even
came
more
after the
Robbery.
egregious.
fight. And he said after the fight in the press conference, he said that he said that they didn't take it. He said they didn't take that.
No, they didn't score it.
They didn't
Yeah,
They
they didn't
score
called
it.
it a.
score it.
That's a
Well, it's the same
difference.
thing I'm
They didn't.
saying. It's
No,
the
it's
same thing. He
not.
didn't take
No,
it.
no. I
Listen, it
mean,
is
you
because I'm
saying the
saying
same
that.
thing. No, I'm not
Yeah.
saying you not. I'm saying what I'm saying is
Oh,
different.
okay, okay.
They
No, I got you.
they
I got
didn't
you.
score the knee, but they still penalized them for the knee by giving them a draw.
100%.
Yeah,
And that's the
yeah. See,
thing, Blue. This boxing is like super. Man, listen.
Slimy.
It's too much money. It's too much money
it's the
going back
Wild
and
Wild
forth.
West, bro. It's the
Yeah,
Wild
yeah.
But
Wild
they
West.
didn't never give him the draw just because he the money man. He didn't lose that fight fair and square, man. He draw. It was a fair and square draw, man.
Nah,
Y'all
hell
tripping.
nah. He should have been
That
big
Nah,
now
you
Hold on,
too.
hold
that
on,
to
hold on.
me
So hold on,
that
Blue.
to me is
Blue, hold on,
telling.
Blue.
If you could say hell
So
no to that, I know you biased.
you gonna tell us
No, I'm
with a
not. I'm
straight
just saying
face that
opinion.
Lamont Roach did enough to take the belt off a champion and Tank?
I do. Listen, I'm telling you straight up. I do believe that. If they would have counted,
absolutely. Nah, say it with
listen,
your chest, Blue.
yeah, and especially if they would have counted that, if they would have counted that knockdown, he would have been by 2 points, I believe. They would have, but since it was a draw, I'm not going to argue with it. But at the same token, I felt like Lamont Roach won that fight. He was
Did
pushing
you
Tank back,
did you hear
and
Tank Davis's
hold on, Marky. He was bouncing his head. He was making his head bounce back a little bit, here and there when he was hitting him because he was catching him while he was hitting him with the angles with the
Y'all
straight.
delusional, making the head bounce
He's
back.
not. No,
What?
he
That's
was, bro.
delusional.
He buckled him a couple of times, bro. Are you saying he didn't get
he
buckled in that
did?
fight, though?
Buckled
Are
him
you
is
really
delusional.
draw? No, it's not.
Man, John, we
You're
Yeah,
don't
I'm
want to hear
twisting
saying
it.
nothing you
it,
got to
man.
say.
Look,
Wow.
I got a
That
different eye.
nigga's
Hold
Yeah,
on,
we
buckled
know
yo.
you
both
Look,
got
times,
different
fam.
eyes.
hold on, yo. I got a different eye that's more experienced than y'all
Nah, you legally blind.
when it
No,
come
Get
to
no,
out of
niggas
here.
is
watching.
more experienced when you in the
No,
ring,
like,
but
cause I'm
you
trying
can't
to
give me a
tell you
proper
what no.
analyzation of
See,
what
all
you
right,
seen.
all right. Let me
Nah,
speak
nah, hold
after
on, hold
you
on.
done.
Let me
Like, let
say
me
this real,
speak after
Ja.
you
I want you
done.
to
And
speak on it. But we can't getting wobbled or getting knocked off balance is two different things. We
they brought
can't
it up though.
Tank was not noticeably hurt. He was knocked off balance.
He was
Go ahead, Ja.
never
Multiple times,
Multiple
noticed.
right?
He
times,
As a
hold on.
result
and
of punches,
he did
correct?
that multiple times.
Let me say something and then land. Like he was never noticeably getting his head rocked back. It's crazy to me.
Yes, he.
Oh my God, Ja.
Yes, he
Like,
And
was.
hold
then
on.
when
So
it
you
come,
trying to tell me
hold
that
on.
Tank took a punch like Boots took versus Xander? That's getting
No,
your
Yes.
head knocked back.
he
Yes.
got listen, listen,
No,
listen.
Oh
He
knock
my
got
it
hit,
off.
God.
and listen, he got hit.
Y'all
His
boys
head
need
went
to
back
put
a
the
little bit.
bottle, the sherm,
Look,
the
and his legs
formaldehyde
gave out a
blunts.
little bit.
Put it
His
down.
legs,
That's
his
what
legs
we'll
gave out a
see
little bit,
if we
bro.
watch the fight.
Listen,
We'll
listen,
see that
listen.
what happened to
His
Boots
legs gave out a
Xander.
little
That's
bit,
crazy.
man. They did.
Hold on.
He
So
hit him a
Blue, I
couple
got
times like
something. I wanted to land with directed to you because you said like you just spoke on me. I'm saying like this a question, so that could tell everything about if y'all biased or not. Like if I say like, oh, I seen Lamont Roach like drain, like he was gassing out. I seen like Tank giving him breaks and carrying him in that fight. What would your response be?
Cap.
What would your response be, Blue? What would your response be, Blue?
my responsibility to that is that I
Put
mean
the formaldehyde blunts down. That would be my response.
I didn't see him
Hold on,
getting
let
tired
me
though.
see
I
what
didn't
Blue
see him getting
said.
tired. I didn't see him getting tired,
Okay,
bro.
okay. Blue response is better than Marky's because I know he's trying to protect himself from looking biased. But like, if I tell you that I see
No,
something
I'm not.
and
I'm giving you my honest
you just flayed
assessment,
out,
bro.
no, no, that was a great answer. What Marky said was what I expected from both of y'all. to show that you biased. Like if I say I see something by watching a fight and you just straight say cap, you don't be like, where you see that at? That mean you biased already. Like you don't even care about seeing it no other way than you already got cooked up.
What
Like,
was the question he just asked, Blue?
yeah, good. Cause I already know
I
you
say,
biased
say,
by choice
What
for
was
the
the question
so
moment.
he
say,
asked, Blue?
say the question again,
If I
bro.
asked you, I mean, if I said I see this in a fight, basically. I see Lamont getting carried in a fight. I see
Oh
him
yeah.
getting I see him getting gas. I could see him if that fight was a 15 rounder. If that fight was a 15 rounder, because none of them really stepped on the gas like that, I could see Lamont getting stopped
Bro,
from just
John, the
being
thing that
overwhelmed.
scared me
You're
about you
not
is
going to even
you really be serious when you be saying this stuff. That's the thing that scared me.
that's a compliment. That mean I know what I'm talking about. And I
No.
be no like how I see it, cause I could say that like how I see my opinion on you, like you don't be serious when you saying cat to something that you know is true.
You
But I'm the
just
one that
asked us.
I'm the one that's
You just
bold enough to say the truth when everybody capping. So I could see that as a compliment. Like that's what
Nah,
scares me.
you the flat earth
Cause
type of dude. Oh,
usually
y'all don't have the courage. Y'all don't
usually
have the courage to question the system.
some weak
Nah,
stuff,
man.
the weak stuff, the lies don't scare people. Like the truth is what really scare people.
You just said you could see it if Tank was carrying Lamont Roach. You just
Yes, I
said
could
that.
see I could point out in a fight where Tank was carrying him. Yes, I can. More than one time.
So was Tank carrying Lamont Roach when he decided to take the knee?
I mean, I could explain that, but I don't think you could comprehend it.
Oh,
So you just gonna
nah,
get
nah,
mad
nah. It
again,
just
like
wouldn't make
you
sense.
just gonna be like, what? Like with you, it's real stuff that I'm talking. You just can't comprehend it, like, cause it's like I guess it's too much. It's doing too much to even try to
You like
go
a
that
you're
deep.
like a you like a black Donald
Like
Trump, Ja.
let me
That's what
speak
you
on
like.
how when Tank took the knee, he was still carrying Lamont. He was carrying the ref. He was carrying the network that was putting them on TV. He was carrying everything. And Lamont, he was definitely carrying Lamont
I
because
ain't seen Cockeye Willie since that fight.
it made Lamont a biggest star that he was ever going to be. Like Tank was carrying. If Tank, all right, this how I know Tank was carrying him, right? Tank could afford to fight like Shakur in that fight. Like Lamont, how could you afford it unless you just hoping for a draw or you just in the ring with Tank, so you good either way. But if you talking about winning and
Ja,
becoming a
Ja,
champion, Tank is the only
Ja,
one that
put the
could afford to
151 down,
fight on the
bro.
back foot.
Ja, put
You
the 151 down, bro. Put that
Man,
liquor
listen,
down,
I
bro.
got
but
it.
I'm
Hold on, let
not
me just say
offended by
this.
y'all saying stuff like that to me because only somebody on a low level would feed onto that. Somebody with a higher
Nah, bro.
intelligence, they
Nah,
gonna
you ain't gonna
know
sit
that
there and
I
try
don't
to
even
nah,
know
that ain't
what the
working no
hell
more, Ja.
515 is. You know what that is. So somebody
That's why I
smart
said
enough
liquor.
to
I'm letting
You
you
know
know
know.
it's
what from
liquor.
out? You
But
Listen
know
no,
though.
what
look,
Sherm
you
is?
letting me know. You telling me to
Listen,
put
I'm
it
letting you know.
down. No,
Yeah,
hold
I'm
on.
letting you
I
know
don't
what it
know what
These
is. So
brothers
it's
Sherm
some
liquor.
is. Look,
Olympus
I
abusers,
don't know
man.
what Sherm is. I don't know what 515 is. But guess
Put
who
the
do?
put the
Y'all
Everclear
do.
down, my guy.
So
Put
if
the Everclear
anybody
down.
gonna ever need to put it
He's
down,
strong.
it's going more than likely it's gonna be one of y'all that need to put that stuff down. Cause I don't even know what the hell that is.
And
Don't worry
Marky
about
Dan
it. I'm
for
gonna
a
B3
explain.
fact.
Pig.
I'm gonna
B3 Pig, you
explain
be
to you.
allowing this stuff. That's the thing that kill me. You just be sitting on mute a lot.
Marky, you are the most nuttiest person that can ever be on the panel. So I don't want to hear you say anything about
It, it
What's
anybody
a
ain't
else in
nutty
it.
here.
opinion I got?
B3,
What's a nutty
B3, tell
Don't
him to
opinion
put
I
try
that
to
got?
throw
Everclear down,
B3
bro.
under the
What's a
bus. Don't
nutty
B3,
try.
opinion I got?
tell him to put that cup of Everclear
It's
down,
not
bro.
even
He's
that. I got
strong.
so many. I got all these drops literally for you. These are literally your drops. Hold on, let me run them.
I can't do. Now don't be a Negro, be my nigga. All right, help me out.
I got issues, man.
That's because you don't like when I call you a well, I ain't.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack?
You should have played that for John when he said Tank was carrying the referee Lamont Roach.
He was. The referee was like, "Oh, what happened? What's going on? Oh, all right. Well, it looked like a knockdown. Like obviously Tank was, and Lamont was like, shit, I needed that 30-second break. Soon as he did that, Lamont didn't give a damn. He dropped his arms, went to the corner, trying to catch his breath. When they like, oh, it wasn't a knockdown. The crowd was. Lamont didn't give a damn. It wasn't a knockdown because he didn't do nothing.
I'm still waiting for
Stop
another
playing.
Nah, you
opinion I
just said
got.
he went to the corner and tried to take his breath. Put the
Try to
Everclear
catch his.
gel, please.
That's
Oh
that's
my
why I asked
Not
y'all.
only that,
Cause the clip that
Blue.
B3 showed, I could show you where that happened at, and y'all ain't gonna say nothing. But I guess it's a catchy phrase.
Okay,
Put the
play a
Everclear.
clip,
That's
B3.
not that
If they got a
catchy to
clip of
me.
him, if they got a clip of him going back in that round, going back to the corner and then taking deep breaths after that knockdown,
No,
please put it
no.
up.
If
Not
they
only
got
that.
what
Hold on one
what
second,
we
John.
looking
Not
for
only
is
that,
proof,
Blue.
and
Not,
body language that he
No,
was
no,
tired. That's what
not
I'm
only hold
speaking
Ja,
on.
on, Blue. Hold
Ja,
on, Blue.
no,
I
Not
no,
only
never
no,
that.
said
Ja.
he
You're
went in
not
the
gonna
corner and
speak on
was
something
taking
and then you
deep
don't have a
breaths.
receipt for it. That just
If
No,
the
means
I
you
have
can't
a
trainer
talk
receipt
goes
for
for
it.
up
what
to the
I have a
if
receipt for
You
what
just
I'm
talking,
speaking
Ja. You
on.
can't prove
I
what you're
don't have a
saying.
receipt for something you making up. You
if a
making that
trainer
part up.
goes up to the ring apron and actually touches the fighter in the middle of a round, that's the end of the fight. That's a disqualification.
And
That's
that's
another
why you
thing.
don't know about
That
boxing because what he did
You
was
want to bet a
perfectly
Freddie 50?
legal.
You want to bet a Freddie
That you
50?
don't
I can find that in the New
and
York State Athletic
I
Commission
don't bet.
rules.
So on
Oh
special
yeah, I forgot. You're a
occasions,
Muslim. I apologize. I apologize. I
well,
forgot.
it's
But
just because of
that is
who
a
I am
rule.
as a person though. Other Muslims might bet. I don't bet because that's me as an individual. But I am Muslim though. You know what I mean? But like I don't
also it's
Well,
bet
I
not in
thought
because
that
the
I'm
was
hold
just
a
on,
not
tenet of
Ja.
bet.
It's not in
religion.
the laws.
But
That's like
nonetheless,
It's
saying,
not.
oh, you
No,
But you
I
don't have
want
to
to ask
explain
you a serious
yourself,
question,
you
please,
don't
Ja.
get
Fly.
Ja, I
get
want to
hurt
ask you.
because you're Muslim. Like what the hell are you
No,
talking about? I
I
don't
want to ask you a
bet
serious
because I
question
just
real quick,
symmetrical
please.
at
chose
all,
not
John.
to.
That's not
It
symmetrical at
is
all.
because not betting is not just synonymous with being Muslim. What are you talking about?
No,
You could
but I
not
So,
know
bet.
that
Ja, is it
specifically you're
You
a
against your?
could
Muslim,
believe in
and
whatever
daddy
you
is a
want to
tenet of the
believe
faith,
in
isn't it?
and be like, but you could not bet for whatever reason you don't want to bet.
Well,
Well,
Ja,
my
is
thing
it in
is,
your
I know
religion that you can't
Christians.
The
bet?
reason why I don't bet, like, cause just
No, I'm
saying just
asking you.
because I'm Muslim, it's because of what I actually believe that happens from betting.
You
Well,
know
hold
what?
on,
But
Ja. I
That's
wanted to
probably
ask
I'm,
the
you
I'm
this
with
reason
you
why
on
question
you're
that,
real
so
quick.
John. Go
biased
ahead, Blue.
for Abdul Wahid. It all makes sense now.
why? I'm biased for him because,
He
like I
Because you're a
said,
Muslim.
we just spent the night together when we was kids. Tank ain't say he was Muslim back then.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Oh man, come
Like
on,
spending
bro.
the
Let me
night
play the
with your
drop for Mark.
cousins or your bro?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me play the
look,
drop
I
because
No,
Mark
told
play
you
is
the
You
Mark
drop
like
got to
for
is
play the
him.
I
sweet.
drop for
told
that.
you that was the
Sweetest.
challenge, yo.
Check.
I didn't
I
play
told you
all the
that was a
drops for
You
challenge,
Mark.
spend a night
not
Go
with
to
ahead,
another
say
play him. Go
man.
ahead, play him,
Okay, you
bro.
gonna try
No,
to
a
no.
play
kid,
all.
man.
I
This
said we was kids, and I already challenged y'all not to say nothing homo. You said I don't have to. You said to yourself,
No,
and
you, but John, you did say what you
look
said
at
though,
you.
bro. We spent the night together, like
No,
it was,
y'all
like it.
both
Okay,
was
well
acting
you
like y'all ain't had to
gonna
say y'all. Now y'all want to talk about homo stuff, right? But y'all
It's just
both
how you said it, bro.
accepted
You
the
could have.
challenge. Y'all confidently said I don't have to say nothing homo when we
I
talk
didn't
about
accept
Tank.
nothing. What are you talking about?
You did.
Yeah.
You the main one. You like, oh, he's sassy on his own. I don't have to say nothing. I heard you loud and clear. You
But
definitely
I didn't accept
accepted it.
no challenge. I don't know
I'm
what you're
just saying, man.
That's
I
an
saying.
don't do that drop.
accepted. That's an acceptance right there.
Look,
I don't.
look, John.
Well,
I don't
you
do that
right. Well,
pause
you
stuff,
right. I don't
and
have
that's
to say
Bruh.
nothing about him. He pretty sassy himself.
You see, bro, Ja is a real life agent of chaos, Blue. You see how we got
I'm the
off
one who
track
tried to
and we on to
avoid
all these
talking
other
about something
subjects?
homo. I'm
We
the one
on
who
to talking
tried to
about
avoid it.
Islam and theology.
I never brought
He's
up.
mad. He
I
tried
didn't
to
bring
say,
up
"Oh,
being
y'all keep bringing
Muslim.
up homo stuff." After he said he spent the night with another
I'm
man.
not the
he
one who
definitely
said
did.
like, oh, I like to wear hoodies even in the summertime and
John, what does
related
that
to
have to do with
being
the price of
Muslim.
tea in China?
That's what I was trying to figure out when Marky said that. Like, yo, what?
What?
He said, oh, I
get us
forgot
back
you
on track,
Muslim,
yo. You
which
moving
is a
us you moving us
compliment.
around. Listen,
Yeah, man.
listen, all the way
Man,
around the board. And
Hold on.
you
we
Let me
had
hate
a
ask
we
y'all a
had a
question about his
phenomenal
religion real quick.
I
So,
we
look,
told
had
y'all
I
though,
just want,
didn't I say that? Every time
but
I'm
John,
saying it gotta go
John,
somewhere else.
let's let it
Like,
go. I want want me to ask you a serious question about your religion real quick. Because you said you don't
Oh
bet,
my
but you
God.
personally don't bet, right? I just
You
wanted to ask you
said
this:
around
is it
religion.
against you? Well, no, hold on, fam. I'm not trying to attack you. Trust me. When you see what I'm saying, is it okay? Because I heard
I ain't
somebody
worried
say he
about
doesn't. Okay, oh, that's what's
my
up.
bad, my bad.
One of my somebody I know, you know what I'm saying, says that he's he's religious. He's same religion as you, right? He says because of his religion, he don't bet. Is that true?
That's true
Because you're
for
saying
him. That's true for him. Like, what do you look at as religion?
no.
First
And
of
so
all,
is it in the laws?
No,
That's
he's
what I'm trying
saying
to
that
ask
it's
you.
being as
It's
from
in
the
the
Islamic
hadith, isn't
faith.
it?
He said
Yeah,
being
man,
a
is it
Muslim.
is it a law
this what's
or
throwing
no?
me off. Like, this what's throwing me off. I speaking to grown adults. They all intelligent. They already know the answer to their question. Like, you
Well,
already know. Hold on, let me go all the way and finish the whole thing. You already know, Blue Hustle, that it's against the laws of Islam to gamble.
Yeah.
okay,
But
so no.
we
I
doing
didn't.
that.
No,
We
I'm trying
doing
to
that. Hold
confirm it.
on.
I'm not trying to be
Let me
funny, bro.
land.
I'm not trying to
I'm
attack you.
not
I'm
worried
not
about
saying.
being funny. I'm not feeling offended or
Okay.
nothing. So
Yeah, I'm not
like
trying to attack you, bro.
so to take it all the way there is like it just some type of interest in Islam. That's all I see. Cause like what I'm saying, and I said clearly, like that's that's how he see life. Like for me, I'm gonna go with what I believe in, regardless if you tying it to this religion or not. Cause
Okay.
when we
No, I
come
got
into
you.
religion, we gotta base it off another person, like telling me this and that. But like God can interpret things beyond what a man can. So like if you tell me, oh, it's bad to gamble, but God gonna put me through a test to gamble anyway. Like, and if I do it, I'm gonna be forgiven. So to do that, it's more about for me, what's the cause and the effect? Like gambling is one of the biggest things, and I'm gonna end it on this last thing. Like gambling is one of the biggest things, and it's more than just in Islam. It's in all the scriptures or just old texts of wisdom. Like it's one of the things
Yeah.
that the consequences outweigh the benefits. So like if you
Yes.
gamble and you get like 5,000, you was going to get that 5,000 anyway, but you decided to gamble to get it. So like the way you spent that 5,000 was more reckless than you would have spent it and you would have got it the long way. Like that's why I don't gamble. Like cuz I do a whole bunch of other stuff that go against stuff cuz I'm just a weak man like but
Well,
Hey,
I'm
hey,
not
I
offended
respect
We
at
that.
we
all.
gonna
If you
stop on
Hold
that,
on,
say,
hold
Joe.
on.
We
"Oh
gotta
yeah,
move.
you
Blue,
right,
we gotta move
you
on.
right," if you don't gamble because you Muslim,
well,
like
for,
that's a compliment. But I want to put it out there because like it's also creates separation that I don't care for. Like people
well, I
that's Christian, you could be whatever, and it's people like with those backgrounds that don't gamble for the same exact reason as me, not even because it say that in the law in the text, because they know for themselves. Like I gotta know for myself. I'm not about to
Yeah.
listen to somebody pointing a finger at me talking about, no, look, right here
well,
say that.
but
And then
there
if I
is
try to
Hmm.
no.
have if I try to have a conversation with them, then they gonna be like, they gonna get mad. The same way y'all get mad if I bring up Tank. They gonna do the same thing when it comes to religion. It don't matter to
Oh,
me.
Well,
I'm not gonna get
there
mad
is
at you,
no
fam.
blanket ban on gambling in Christianity or Judaism the way that it
Yes,
is
it is.
in Islam.
It's
No,
the
it's not.
exact
You can
same.
even
Yes, it
fight
is.
no, it's not.
Islam, Islam
You
is
could
the
find
youngest
in
of
the
all three of those. It's the
Yeah.
no,
same
but
exact.
Islam
Yes, it
it
is.
no, it's
Gambling.
not.
Yes, it is.
Islam well, firstly in Christianity, but no, it's
Same
not all bad
exact.
stuff.
Yeah,
No,
it
it is
is.
not. Well, for, in Christianity, they
That's
let you
one of
eat
the
pork.
things that's like easy to know
That's
that
number
it's
one.
all matched
Number
up.
two, that's not true, John. That's not exactly true.
Yes,
So
gambling.
in
Yes, it is. That's
Christianity,
one.
John, hold on, John. I let you talk for a long
No.
time, John. Respectfully,
I'm just
let me
saying,
just go.
my bad. Go ahead, my bad.
Come on, man. No,
My
I was just
bad,
saying
my
that
bad.
that's not
No,
true.
no, no.
You
I'm
even
saying what
find
you
Tank.
said ain't
God
true though.
damn, John. Come
You,
on.
cause you talking to me
Marky,
directly. I'm
finish
just
finish your point. We
responding.
gotta
My
because we
bad,
gotta
yo.
wrap it up. We gotta wrap it up for the day. We put 3 hours in.
And
Amazing
firstly,
show.
this whole
Come
conversation
on, Mark. Go
started
ahead, cuz.
B3. This whole conversation started B3 because I was trying to bet a Furley 50 that I could find the rules that say if you take a knee, it is a knockdown. But anyway,
You
in
could find that
Christianity,
rule, but that's not the fair bet. I was about to bet you.
you can even find in Christianity there are parts of the Old Testament that talk about oh no, not the Old Testament. It was the New Testament where Jesus
Hold on.
Christ was
Can I
discussing three
please
servants
it's like
and
I'm raising
oh
my
God,
hand
child,
right now. It's
golly.
like I'm raising my hand and you the teacher, right? So
But
I'm
why are you
raising my
raising your
hand and I'm
hand?
saying, cause you already cooking yourself. Like you don't know what you talking about. It's
Put your head
obvious.
down.
All
Put
right.
your head down.
I just wanted to point that out. You don't know what you talking about, and now we about to hear that you don't know what you talking about.
So the
listen, my good
parable of the
brothers.
master and the three servants. Golly, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Y'all crazy.
What text is you
Mark,
talking
go ahead
from?
and get your parable out. Go ahead and let him get it out, Jock. Please, Marky, finish that. Please, Marky, finish your statement.
Nah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
okay. It's
What
okay.
text is
Listen,
it?
listen,
First, I just
beautiful.
want to know because you're not sure
Hold
what
on,
text
hold
it
on.
is.
It
Marky,
was
like
in
Blue would say,
Matthew.
Marky is not even religious.
You just said
But
something
he's
else,
a
It
yo.
was in
historian.
So
Matthew.
are you gonna
Well,
ban?
firstly,
Are
I
you
was
gonna ban him
raised
or not?
religious. I went to Catholic school all my entire life. So that's number one. I was baptized a Roman Catholic. And the text I
Yeah,
was
but
talking
and
about was the
that,
parable of the three servants.
So
So
that's
where
biased.
the
Don't take that out on
Jesus
me.
Christ, Jock, can you not close your mouth? Is it like impossible for you?
No, it's not.
Jesus Christ.
whoa, put yourself in order, Mark.
It
So
was
is you Christian
y'all can
still
look it
or
up on your own
not?
time, man. The parable of
Cause
the three servants.
I don't
Oh
support
my
you
God, I'm
saying
done.
Jesus
I'm done. You
Christ
win,
like
Jock.
that
You win by
unless
TKO.
you
I give up. I tap out.
if
You
you
good.
ain't Christian, I don't support you saying Jesus Christ that loud. Like just
Yeah,
mumble it
like
to
don't.
yourself. Like you're not adding up right now talking religion. You started it. Like
And listen, and
is it
trust me.
Jesus Christ or what? Do you believe in science? Cause I could break down gambling to a science.
Yeah, yeah, gambling is not a god under no way, shape,
A
form. That's all.
scientist that
You can
don't
leave it
believe
at
in
that. You can leave it
God
at
got
that.
the same laws when it come to gambling. We grown adults, we all know the laws of gambling. That's what
Yeah,
all I'm saying when it came to that. Like it's
yeah.
laws to gambling, my man. Just like the laws in your religion. Like
The number one law to gambling is what is it? The house always wins. And listen, that's a phenomenal show, a great way to end the show. Vegas, they fleeced Americans. I know a lot of people probably put money on Conor McGregor, and he was in pretty damn near fixed fight.
oh,
I mean, this brother went into the ring injured, and he could barely stand on his leg. It was nasty work. But listen, blessed,
Yeah, I
not
felt the same way
stressed.
about that right there too. He went in that fight injured already, and then I had
Yeah,
people on a certain panel trying to tell me that oh when he came out made a statement said that wasn't true. He wasn't injured at all. I'm like, bro, he's just saving face right now because he don't want to make his fans mad and the people that was betting piss him off because that's not cool. He knew what he was doing, getting the bag.
peace and bless.
Hmm.
I appreciate y'all. My apologies if y'all felt like
nah,
I
you
was doing
nice,
too much.
No,
man. Listen,
you good,
phenomenal show,
man.
Ja. Appreciate you, bro. Always.
Yeah, it's fun with y'all, especially if you rock with Shakur like that.
Yeah, we gotta have Blue back on here. Cause yeah, Shakur is definitely he's the top three Shakur fan on in YouTube boxing, and Ja.
Well, you know,
It's
I
safe to
come with
say
logic when it comes to
you definitely top
look.
three Tank fan. So
But look, I
we
come with
need y'all.
logic though,
Oh,
Big Three.
I take
You
that
know
as
what
a
I'm
bag.
saying?
I don't know who I can put on. I think maybe KO. I don't listen to KO as much as I listen to you, so you will be number one for me. And Blues top
KO.
three. Yeah, you was Blue is top three with Just Do being number one and Uncle Val being number two.
But see, I
Uncle
like to play
Val number
with that
one.
log.
Shout out to Uncle Val. Peace and blessings to Uncle Val though.
Yeah, good brother. Real good. But yeah, phenomenal show. Appreciate you, Vay. Make
I
sure y'all
wonder if
follow Vay.
Uncle Val remember me. You remember me, Uncle Val?
Come on. You remember Ja.
Nah, I
Talk to
know
us,
him.
Blue. Close us out, Blue. What you have
All
for us?
right. Peace and blessings though.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, man, great show. Yeah, it's cool, man. When I do these debates with Shakur, man, I try to use logic a lot, man. Logic is the way to go when it comes down to if you do have a favorite fighter. You know, don't become a fan of a boxer. But be a fan of boxers. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about. You know? And man, great live. You see what I'm saying? I'll pull up again, man. I appreciate you. Did you have a good fourth?
Yeah, the fourth was good. I spent it with family. Blue, we ate and shot fireworks off, so it was good. What about you?
Yeah, same here. Yeah, same here, man. We went from a
Yeah.
barbecue, went back, watched fireworks station and then it was fun with the fam. Hmm.
Listen, fellowship with the family is so important. We gotta ensure that we, are building up our community, building up our families, and making sure that that's at the forefront of our mind and our thoughts. Because grandma and grandpa, they ain't gonna be with us forever. I know a lot of us that lost our grandparents. So we
Yeah.
need, and our parents, we kind of stepping into them roles as the patriarchs and matriarchs of our families. So we got to ensure that we doing the right things to make sure our families have longevity, and it's not broken, it's not split and splendid and all over the place. So that's real, man. Shout out to you, Blue. Keep doing family time. Blue, a good family man, and appreciate my brother Ja, Marky. Everybody that was on the platform today, D Free, BVO, Juan. We definitely working. We'll be back on Wednesday. You already know, for another great show. We do got a little bit more
I ain't
boxing
gonna
this
mess with
weekend.
it. Go and get it.
We got a pro box card this weekend. So just look out for that. We also got the Diego Pacheco versus Emmanuel Alim this weekend. So we set. Blessed Not Stressed. Make sure y'all follow me on TikTok. Too Savvy Superstar. You can find me at TikTok Superstar Brad. We growing over there. We building. We on the road to 11K. Hit the follow button on YouTube. B3 Pigs TV. We definitely working. Shout out to the Sports Star Network, the People's Network. Let's go green.
I need money.